aha moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political noise. When people do something good, praise them.
Martin Luther King said,
he could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that.
Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. Barack Obama said, change, yes we can. And I, George, we have said, power to the people. Yes, we must. Fellow citizens,
get ready for a historic gathering of unity, leadership, and vision. The Congress for Democratic Change USA, or CDC USA, proudly invites you to the 2026 National Convention, now set from July 29 to August the 2nd, in the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under the theme, Renewing for Results, One CDC, One Vision, One Future. This landmark convention will bring together states chapters, party leaders, diaspora stakeholders, and distinguished guests from across the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, Liberia, and beyond. Join us for strategic policy dialogue, CDC USA leadership elections, the Diaspora Engagement Forum, and a prestigious recognition ceremony featuring prominent voices and leaders, including Party Chairman Attorney Janga A. Cole, leading an array of party officials from Liberia, including Representative Frank Safoko Jr., Representative Bintu Masale, Representative Abu Kamara, and Representative Eugene Colley. Plenary session speakers will include Wanto Tier Wanto, Mrs. Welamida Sedita, Aisha Bolo Howard, Mamesi Kabab, Councillor Gamonde Clinton, Civicus Basigia, and many more. And don't miss the special honoring of His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, former President of the Republic of Liberia, for his outstanding democratic leadership and commitment to peace. As Liberian artists, including D12, Takun J, Leto Abraham Moibab, aka Heaven Sent, and KZW, will spice the honoring nights with beautiful performances, followed by a soccer match between CDC USA and Boxer, with FIFA World Best George Manawia leading the CDC USA in a spectacular soccer match on Sunday. It's happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania from July 29 to August the 2nd. Come, let's celebrate democracy and celebrate a true icon of Liberia democracy, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. Be a part of the movement, be a part of the vision, be a part of the future. For more information, contact your local CDC USA chapter or follow official CDC USA platform at www.cdc.usa.org or contact the convention committee at 301-383-6874. CDC USA Convention 2026. Here we come, renewing for results.
Barack Obama said, change, yes we can. And I, George, we have said, power to the people. Yes, we must. Fellow citizens,
get ready for a historic gathering of unity, leadership, and vision. The Congress for Democratic Change USA, or CDC USA, proudly invites you to the 2026 National Convention, now set from July 29 to August the 2nd, in the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under the theme, Renewing for Results, One CDC, One Vision, One Future. This landmark convention will bring together states chapters, party leaders, diaspora stakeholders, and distinguished guests from across the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, Liberia, and beyond. Join us for Strategic Policy Dialogue, CDC USA Leadership Elections, the Diaspora Engagement Forum, and a prestigious recognition ceremony featuring prominent voices and leaders, including Party Chairman Attorney Janga A. Cole, leading an array of party officials from Liberia, including Representative Frank Safoko Jr., Representative Bintu Masale, Representative Abu Kamara, and Representative Eugene Colley. Plenary session speakers will include Wanto Tier Wanto, Mrs. Willamida Sadie Tarp, Aisha Bolo Howard, Mamesi Kabab, Councillor Gamonde Clinton, Civicus Basigia, and many more. And don't miss the special honoring of His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, former President of the Republic of Liberia, for his outstanding democratic leadership and commitment to peace. As Liberian artists, including D12, Takun J, Leto Abraham Moibab, aka Heaven Sent, and KZW, will spice the honoring nights with beautiful performances, followed by a soccer match between CDC USA and Poxa, with FIFA World Best George Manawia leading the CDC USA in a spectacular soccer match on Sunday. It's happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania from July 29 to August the 2nd. Come, let's celebrate democracy and celebrate a true icon of Liberia democracy, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. Be a part of the movement, be a part of the vision, be a part of the future. For more information, contact your local CDC USA chapter or follow official CDC USA platform at www.cdc.usa.org or contact the convention committee at 301-383-6874. CDC USA Convention 2026. Here we come, renewing for results.
I'm a United Party Parisian from local country.
So how long have you been selling here?
I've been selling almost 3 years. Not even 3 years, but I can't remember, but almost,
but you've been selling here for a long time.
For a very long time.
Yeah, so how was things doing President Weah Town?
It was smoothly moving. Oh, small, but for now, shit. As you can see, since the morning, we never even sell one customer.
So since this morning,
and then
nobody has bought anything for you here?
Yes. Police can take your market. They expect you to free, you know.
Okay.
Since the morning, nobody number. So how you free? You leader, I will get taken out my
Wow. So now, will you prefer President Weah coming back?
Oh yes, I'm a United Partisan.
Yes. But now if election is here today,
I will vote President Weah.
President Weah?
Yes.
So you are United Partisan?
Yes, because of what's going on now. The really getting on shit, yes.
Yeah, economic condition is not better.
Oh, yes.
Okay, your name again?
I'm J. Kamara.
I'm not J. Kamara.
Yeah.
Thanks for having you. So ma, how everything? How's the country with you now?
The country too hard, not allowed to eat my son. The country hard.
Wow.
Can you imagine? My children coming dry. The old shoe that on the bed, I take from there. Doing Joya time, yeah? I will buy different things. I will come at shopping. I buy different things. But the old shoe, yeah. I come from breaking it now. I'm going to put it on and they're going dry. So tell me now, what the facility now I will go on in the country? It's too hard.
So you saying that what you were promised by the Joseph Yuma Boakai government, that is not what you
nothing. I'm not saying nothing working. Nothing working, brother. I will not lie to you.
So what do you prefer now? Will you prefer George Manawia coming back?
I say I prefer 100 times. You know what I will tell you? My chicken, my dog, everything waiting. Now.
Everything waiting.
I say everything waiting to vote for Joya.
Wow.
Yes, because I know the interest are in him, and I know that God sent him.
Okay, God sent him.
Yeah, God sent him.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So how is business going? How's business?
The business is not really improving.
So now you've been selling here for over some years, and so during the regime of George Manawia, and as compared to now under President Joseph Yuma Boakai, how can you compare business?
You can't compare it because I can remember 2017 when George Weah become president for Labrador. As of the time I start making money on my own. I even bought Lendy. But anytime you know the party people come in power, something very hard. As you can see me, this is not my body. things are hard. Yeah, so from the economic situation, the economic situation for presently, this regime is very hard.
It's very hard.
It's very hard.
So it was quite better doing George Manu
we are down now.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you are grading the two government, who will you grade higher past them first?
I will grade George government 100% and this government 10%.
Okay. Thank you so much. Your name again?
I'm James Fire.
James Fire. Thank you. So how is business going?
Thank God, my man, you know now.
So you said that Joseph Boakai government. So doing George Manu Wia, how was business with you?
Business was already know to say what this number no business, but to say one thing is that I'm playing.
Wow. So are you saying now it's better than Joseph Boakai time is higher than President Wia time?
Very, very hard. Very to prepare Jowia time, one Jowia again, that will come back.
So are you calling Jowia back? So if election is to be held, who will you vote for? Jowia? Wow. So if you have to grade the past regime and the current regime, how will you grade them?
The past regime, I will grade the past regime 80%, and this regime, I will grade this regime 50%.
Thank you so much. Your name again?
I'm Moses.
Moses. So like the regime of President Wia and now under Joseph Boakai, how can you compare business? How was it doing President Wia time and now how it is doing this administration of Joseph Boakai?
Well, the business sector now will find it difficult because of the US rate.
Okay, because of the US
yes rate. Because when the US go up, you find out people learn to buy can be difficult. When the US rates come down, you can find the liberty plenty in the market, so everybody can buy. But for now, the US rate is high.
But what do you think is the cause of that?
Well, we can only blame the central government for that.
The government. So how is business with you currently?
The business is not going well now because in the government we're finding more difficulty.
So during George Manu Wia time, how was your business?
During George Manu Wia time, at least business are going on small while managing.
You're managing.
Yeah.
So now, if you have to compare the two governments, who are you grade as your first?
Yeah, I'll grade George Manu government because this government we thought that this government will come to bring things for us, but we see now everyone are going. I log on seeing business people are not even there getting a need what they need in a business. Business going afloat.
So how was business today for you?
Yeah, at least I think what God gave me today, at least I in 5,000. Yeah, at least I can manage. And I saw a business I said I come to farm a daily bread.
So you said at least you in 5,000. So
yeah.
Do we George Manu Wia time when you come in the market here in Douala market and sell usually by the evening hour, how much you used to carry home and when you live in the market?
Yeah, during Wia time at this hour I used to generate almost 20,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's wide range.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you again. So how is business moving?
Oh really, this is not fun.
Okay.
But in everything we give God thanks for the movement. But the government is not doing well for us.
Yes, so doing President Wia time, I think that was the time you started selling here. So how was business back then as compared to now?
Oh, Wia time was very great.
Okay.
It was very great because when you can't sell, end of the day you know that you go home to your family. Okay. But for now, it's very difficult.
But what do you think is the problem now? It's very difficult.
The problem from the government. Because there is no job for the youth, there is no job for our parents. And even they are putting our people down, our parents are crying. So people will take pay, they will come about. They are not taking pay. So really, we are facing a lot of pressure in the country now.
So how can you grade the two administrations, Joseph Boakai and George Manu Wia? How can you grade them?
I grade George Wia government as one.
Okay. Thank you so much.
100%.
Your name again?
Philip, my name.
Philip. So how is business moving?
Business high.
Business high. Yeah. So what is the cause of business high?
The way the country running, I even the business.
So during President Wia time, how was business as compared to now?
What? Business was going there.
Business was going.
Yeah.
So you telling me that business was going during President Wia time more than now?
Yeah.
So how is the range? Now you come, you say send this money, now you will be leaving very soon. So how much have been your income today? But as compared to President Wia time, how was your income like?
Sometimes President we are sometimes we can't say the whole day will buy.
The whole day will buy.
Yeah, what this now for the people buy say I war.
Thank you so much. Your name again?
Elijah.
Yes.
So how is business moving?
The business is hard more than before.
More than before. So tell us about before. How was business back
before
then?
Before not very difficult oppressing now.
Okay.
At least we used to pass one cartoon and when we come one day, everything was finished. But now when you buy one cartoon, it can take more than 1 week.
Wow.
Before it finish.
Wow.
Nothing sporting market. So I know the road and the market, what they point, they pushing to us. So the government now they got to try to really work on it because they're making a lot of mistakes. And the mistake hurting our heart.
So it hurting your heart. So
yes.
If election is to be held to the judgment, we are come back.
You will be 100% ready to 90%.
So how is business?
Very technical.
Very technical. What do you mean by that?
I mean that it is slow.
This is slow.
Yeah.
So you've been selling it for how many years?
And with the police are disturbing on the meeting room.
Okay.
And I'll be ready locate or we don't get location, but we disturb every time we move on the road.
So now you've been selling it for how many years?
For me,
yeah,
I'm a 10 year.
So during President we are regime, how was business with you as compared to now?
In West, they need more West than Jowiatan. But it seems, but now it's very high.
For now, it is difficult than President Wiatan.
Yes.
President Wiatan was quite better than now.
Yes.
That is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit or small.
A little bit or small. Yeah. So now, if election is to be held today, President Wia come back, and who will you vote for, President Wia or President Boakai?
Jowia or Bobo.
You vote for Jowia.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Your name again?
Even Fire.
Even Fire. So let's now doing President Wiatan. How was business compared to now?
Doing President Wiatan, the building was good more than this time.
Okay, well, good more than this time. But what do you think is the problem? What do you think is the problem?
Who really know?
So if election is to be held today, they bring Jowia and they bring Boakai. Who will you vote for now? Say it was better than Germany Wiatan.
They're not easy. No, President Wiatan or all more than this time.
So you prefer President Wiatan coming back?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Then how is business?
Business is not running, no money in the country. Everything looking tough.
So compare this regime as compared to...
The regime or farm money regime.
Or farm money regime?
Yeah,
how?
Because we're seeing money on the street.
Money on the street?
Yeah.
And your business
is running.
But now it is not like
it's
that?
Tough.
Wow. Yeah. So what can be your measures to the government to intervene in this kind of situation?
We can pass our measures to tell the government they have to put McKenna in place to see how everything will be okay.
So will you be willing for President George Manneh to come back and to power instead of Joseph Boakai remain as president?
I'm waiting for President to come back more than Joseph Boakai.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Ellis Wonder.
Thank you, sir, brother. How you doing?
Yeah, we study now, no money in the country now, everything hard.
They rescue you. What a million rescue. You want to press people, you're noble. Show me the million rescue. To save somebody, the million rescue. To deliver you from something, take you from something. So you're a poor people. Rescue me, save. But we the old people. Rescue the million rescue. That can't help me while in the water. But Joseph Boakai can't tell in the water. He can't put on making the water back to kill on money. You know they get people the pressure. Husband not working. I live in Joseph. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 500 a lot profit. Let me come and go. Children waiting for me. You are Joseph Boakai. Where will be our result next year? We wouldn't even 1 year. What will be our result the following year? Okay, thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name? My name is Patience Manneh. Patience Manneh. You selling the market here? Yes. Are you selling the here? Yes. No market. Can't get some. I go look for Yancy. You go look for the market, you see so? I see food, call it food price. The way up, you not understand ourselves. When you go to there, you buy another price. When you come, you buy a different price. So the money I can put it back. Also, the money you carry in, to the cold storage. They put it back. Very rich. How much for the face? You buy snapper 14,000. What we used to buy 10,000, 8,000. Buying it for 14,000. One cartoon snapper 14,000. So we beg the government We asked y'all to help us to break our government. He said he came to rescue us. But the rescue that he's doing now, we're not understanding it. And when they put the police on the street, our boyfriend here, they're not bringing nothing to us again. They say they can't rescue us. Why they cause a motor bomber running? They want not doing they want. They are breaking the government. We the poor people, they must find place for us that we want be able to steal our clothes. They got poor people, they got rich people in the town. Some of us, we not got more from the South God. And that basically we do, we not understand our children went to school. Our children, when we can't sell the market, we can't make a damn. They say rescue, but we not understanding the rescue team. So they were taking them from all of the street for smoking, for drugs and things. But I think you see them now. All of them tend to zoom in. They can stay in the freeze.
So the drugs are to you?
Rampant now, more than rampant.
Okay.
The drugs is rampant. Some of them almost 20% on the street because of zooming.
The zombie drugs?
Yeah, the zooming and they bring in drugs back up again. Because we are trying to sell our, I know what it is? Push, but now I'm zooming. When he said, I see that you are so stinking at it. So we asking him to please, we the parent of our boys' children, we ask him to please help us to make our children to leave zooming. Because he said he came to change things. And no change, we not understand our land. Police people getting our keke motor back, hata. Police people beating our children on the street. They say they should raise that, they should become over there, over that, everything they do. But why people are home killing? That just one thing we just getting dropping like that. Tell him, don't Napa, tell him sorry. We're not taking somebody out for the country. So you should tell our president to help we the poor people.
Selling money, how's the business?
We get God and go for it. We don't let you tell God take you for. But money ain't in the country now.
In process.
For now, if I have to tell you that before we're all there.
Well, fellow Liberians, home and abroad, as always, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. We are so grateful that we have the opportunity to gather and discuss issues that is affecting our country, Liberia. Why it is true that we are in the diaspora, but we are not here complacent. We are not here forgetful. We are here so that we can use our voices, we can use our strength to be able to help our nation. And that's the reason why some of us do 2, 3, 4, 5 different jobs or hustle, so that at the end of the day, whatever we can get here to send it back to Liberia, that we can have at least tomorrow a place. The nation Liberia, that is our nation that we take pride in, unfortunately, did not provide the opportunity for many of us that this Western world has provided for us. Why it is true that it is not like, all is rosy, but at least we have the opportunity to work where your bossman will not ask you, oh, why you speak to me? I will sack you tomorrow. Why you tell me hello? I will pull you also. And we want to thank God for this opportunity. But everything that we do in the diaspora is not for the diaspora, it's for back home.
Yes.
Sometimes when you see the way we are living here, you feel sorry for us. Some of us, we cannot even afford to eat the 3 square meal. I'm telling you, we make heavy sacrifices. Some of us, we have to wear one shoes for the whole year in order for us to at least be able to save. But we are grateful and we will not give up. I want to use this time to welcome my brother Jake. Jake, how are you, sir? Welcome.
Yeah.
Let's take it
Thank
from
you,
your
brother.
wife into something very quick.
Yeah, thank you, brother Prince, and to the followers once again. Your help to share this video. Sharing is free. Everybody, we just celebrated our 26th all around the world in Liberia. So it was a great 26. Long life to Liberia. We're 179 years old. Next year will be the greatest milestone, one of the greatest milestones. Will be 180, July 26, 2027. Liberia will be 180. So that's a big number. So, but we thank God, a lot of people are alive, 5 million plus population. As Prince was saying, those are in the Western world. We have the opportunity today, we came to the Western world to help and have that opportunity to work and to contribute to our nation, our family, our brothers and sisters, our friends. I always say this, we in the West, we are the greatest engine of the Liberian economy. Or the only thing, because the society or those in high places, they don't want to tell the Liberian people the truth, especially those on the economic side, those are working in the banking institution, money transfer, remittance, all these things, the Ministry of Finance, or even the CBL. They should say cooler to Liberians are outside. But they never give us the gratitude. They never want to recognize us. But I'm one of the person that get these statistics on him since the early Johnson Sally era, George Weah, and now. We spend the highest money outside into our country. Vividly, I can remember on Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration was spending $350 million. $350 million a year in the Liberian economy. At that time, I can remember the United Nations was on that ground, spending $150 million into the Liberian economy, and we from the Western world. We 50. So we only have $500 billion in the Liberian economy, infusing the Liberian economy. So those in Liberia, let me tell you, that be understood. You gotta be grateful for those in the Western world, especially in America. America pushing half of the money. Then next to the America, we say Europe, Asia, and other places. Then in George Weah Town too, it's the same numbers. It's the same numbers. I can remember vividly, George Weah. There was a December, I think 1 year before George Weah transfers power. Yeah, 1 year. Was that numbers that it was the highest number. Lala Liberian tenor in Monrovia at that time. The Christmas break, in November, December, January, that brought in 100 million in 3 months. $100 million in the Liberian, infusing the Liberian economy. Everybody, the country was packed at that time. But for now, a little bit drop on the water, little bit. But the only thing that people don't give all the kudos, they don't encourage us, they don't bash all the government, the present government or bash those in the Western world. If you can remember, they put everything to politics. Joseph Boakai telling the people in the West where Donald Trump will deport us. So all these things, if Donald Trump deport most Liberians in America who don't have people or working after that people or that status, what would be the upcoming Liberia? Look at those that came from South Africa, the recent time. They were boasting on social media. Why are these people now Liberians? That's a hard question. The link all around Liberia, no money for these people. So we the engine of the Liberian economy. But the people don't give all the credit. Even in the Queen of statement, they call it December. I always say that word a division. You divine people, you divine the word, but you can do what you can do with the engine of the Liberian economy. Every message, if Liberia come together, all over the West, and we want protest, we can sing Monrovia. I talk about financial protest. Everybody decide I won't care. Because you're not putting the country on the right track, we show you're shaking. Because you're bringing drugs in the country now, you're taking a Liberian passport. You're teaching us that can travel all around the world. So they will look at us as Nigerian. As soon as they see the Liberian passport, they say, oh, this country is a drugs hub now. Let's charge that bags and other things then. You're teaching our picture wrong. If we want to protest, if everybody decide to protest financially, just for 2 months, you will see what will happen in the corridor of that country.
Definitely.
So,
thank you.
We need to be respected.
Thank you so much, my brother Jake. And again, I want to use this time to welcome all of our people. Let's just go to our live feed as we welcome some of our people. Again, we are limited from our end on all of the platforms that are streaming live with us. We want to say thanks. We want to use this time to say thanks to the folks watching there from the Plus TV Liberia. We want to say thanks so much to the folks there, all of you who are watching on Plus TV Liberia. It's a privilege, and we want to say welcome to all of you. We also want to say welcome to all who are watching on Maryland Online News. We want to say welcome to the folks there on the Maryland Online News, all of you who are watching us. We also want to say welcome to those who are watching us from the Metro Media, from the Metro Media. And also to those who are watching us from the Kings FM 88.5 Critical Issue Liberia page, we want to welcome all of you. We want to say thank you so much for joining us. At this time, from what we have here from our end, we want to say welcome to Stephen Kwawa. Thank you so much for joining us, Steve. We appreciate you. Woki Daves, how are you? Thank you so much, Sis Woki. I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. Thank you for your presence here. We want to welcome the Metro Media. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. We appreciate your presence. We want to use this time to welcome also the Maryland Online News. Thank you so very kindly. Mark Phillips, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. He said Liberians are not fools. You're right. Mark Phillips, thank you so much for your presence here. We want to welcome our own brother, DJ Park Daves. Thank you so much for joining us. Momo Blamo, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much. Starboard JMB son. We don't use these kind of words here, right? We don't use them here. So, but anyway, we want to say you are welcome, Starboard JMB
Then you
son.
blocking, Prince. Then you blocking.
We want to welcome also Ibrahim Benzor. Thank you so much, Ibrahim Benzor. We appreciate you. We also want to use this time to welcome Jonathan K. Bola. Thank you so much, Jonathan Bola, for joining us. It's always a privilege. We appreciate you. S. Monpen, thank you so much for your presence here. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. So, fellow Liberians, we are here again today. And I want to start on this note. Yesterday, under the regime of President Dr. George Weah, we saw a serious negative war being waged on propaganda and lies, especially from some of the people in the media. We saw the information that was placed out by Philibert Brown, where he told the public that $16 billion came in the country, the money lost, and blah, blah, blah. We all know what the story were yesterday from Philibert Brown. He intentionally lied to the nation, and later on he came up and said the information was inaccurate. But at the time, the damage was already done.
Yes.
People had already protested, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, the damage was already done. Yesterday, we also saw them using their platforms and saying that 3 missing boy kidney were in somebody's briefcase. President Weah were passing around with it, and blah, 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 and stuff like that. When this government took over, the police investigated and said that was lie. In fact, the boys, they actually got drawn. All of what they said that was a propaganda, to the extent that they even said Jefferson Tambakoji and Vanny Tele was involved in the unaliving of Councillor Gloria Mususka's daughter, even though she explained and she indicted herself, she told us she was the one. But people still lie on Jefferson Tambakoji and Vanny Tele and say, oh, these people unalive. All of this propaganda, later on they came back and said they lie. They came back and apologized to the Liberian people and said, my people, we lie on Jefferson Tambakoji. Today, the very people who lied yesterday and confessed, today, they are now fighting their own system that they brought with lies. Today, they are actually exposing their own system, the system that they brought in power. The regime that they were able to impose on the Liberian people through lies and fake news and propaganda. Today, the same people, they're fighting this particular regime. But the difference from yesterday and today, yesterday they lie. Like, for example, when you look at Jerome Verdier, he stood on a platform and lied. The man lied as if maybe he's not somebody of moral or of character. He lied. All these people, they tell lies. Oh, President, we are doing this. Oh, President, we are doing that. Your money continue behind it. Oh, and the rest of it. Even our own brother, Yeke. These people lied blatantly on the government. We saw what happened yesterday. People told protest. They came here. I mean, the U.S. to what you call capital. Oh, we want for you to put sanction on, like all kind of thing they said. Today, the reality have stepped in. Today, the regime that they lied for, the regime is now in, and fellow Liberians, they are the ones attacking. And they are attacking with facts. It's not that they are lying. No, they are not lying on their own regime. They are attacking with facts. To the extent that even CDC as a political party has not even put together its mechanism as it relates to, information dissemination. And I can tell anybody here for sure, look, let's be very fair and sincere. The CDC as a political party have not even have not even put her access together to start unleashing the kind of information that she's supposed to unleash. Now, our own people, that they regime, own people fighting her. Today, look at Unspoon, for example. For us, we are in the media. So we always got to be here, there, places that other will not go. We'll go there. It's not that we're comfortable going there, but because we want the news. This entire issue of drugs today. Yesterday they lied, but today we are seeing a bag. Somebody will say in our Liberian language, we are seeing a vis-a-vis. But my brother, what is even shocking me more? I told people that this whole drug issue is political from the end of the Unity Party. And sometimes when we say these things, people get mad. Oh, why are you saying that? Oh, why are you doing that? Oh, why are you doing that? We saw the 19.2, which is not actually 19.2. It's almost about $50 million drugs that was how you call bursted. The government reduced it to 19.2. We saw the government having a very big press conference. They displayed the drugs. We saw it. We also saw the $1 billion drugs. You sent journalists there. Journalists then went there. You know, all what the place, blah, 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 blah. They display it. And now they are still talking about it. Something happened in Rossville. The security said there was a huge consignment of drugs in Rossville. And we use the same people station. We ain't going to. We use their same media. We're not going. We use their same voices. It is their own people voices that we're going to use. How you call a different medium? No, the same people yesterday that lie will use their same voices today to be able to clarify, and they will tell you what is going on. So, Jake, we saw press people going for interview on the $1 billion drugs and the $50 million that was understated. But there was a drug burst at Rossville. And I'm trying to get the video. This particular drug that was discovered, according to them, at Rossville, my brother Jake, we saw no picture of the drugs. Let me just bring you this. Let me try to bring you this. Let's play a few bars of it before. Well, it's good that we just play this so that our people can be able to see it. Courtesy of King's FM. Let's bring this here so that our people can see it. Just bear with me. I'm trying to show that.
As you can see, this particular continuum here is where, according to residents who live in Rossville, this is where those foreign nationals were residing. this is the place they were actually carrying on their operation. So according to information we have gathered so far, these people, they came out a fishery company, right? They were doing fishery activities here, right at the Pearl River here, somewhere at this end. All right. So they had interaction with the authorities in the township here, according to report. And after one thing of the other discussion about legal document and other thing, and according to report, these people started their operation unknown to the town people, according to what we have discovered so far. And so when they got the intel, John State Securities officers, according to what we have learned, moved here, and they were able to, get some items from this a particular area that was well equipped, according to what we have learned. And later on, angry citizen also came in here and, vandalized the entire area, right? As you can see here, they vandalized the entire area.
So I want to stop here, my brother Jake, and I want to carry to you. We saw the understated $50 million drugs. Journalists were all around the place, blah, blah, blah. Gregory Cuomo had a hell of a press conference, what have you. Even though we found out that there were money that was discovered at the home of Paul King, which up to now the government have not informed the Liberian people about that money. They have not made any public statement on it. Also, the $1 billion drug that was discovered in Bangibi. Up to now, the government is yet to disclose what happened there, even though they carry journalists there, but the money, they are yet to disclose the money. This area in Rossville, the security forces went there. We did not see no journalists going with them.
Mm-hmm.
They collected, according to the resident, they collected some things from that place. They collected huge consignment of things from that place. My question to you is, why is this government playing politics? They can't tell us that they went down there were no drugs there. There were no money there. Why is it that they carry journalists there on the other side, but they carry no journalists? Yeah, when Guru they did that raiding, putting the car. Up to now, we have not even gotten a full disclosure of what happened at that particular site from the Liberian National Police or from the government of Liberia. My brother Jake, what is going on? Let's hear from you, sir.
Praise it. Let not be laughable, but it's serious. To be honest, Prince, the Unity Party, the whole ruling. Let's be honest here. Me, I know Shukoko. The whole governments are just cartel down to the president. If the president are reacting, he approved of this thing. Concern mean, silent mean concern. He never addressed nothing. You know why they didn't carry camera people to that place? You know why? Because Tapa executive member. So they had that set and went down there. They took all that job. First of all, me ask the followers here. Me ask you also. The first one, the so-called 19 million, where is 47 to 50 million worth of drugs that was seized at the airport, Liberia. Any country we have seen it, if they see drugs, you will see them burning that drugs. Where is the 19 million drugs at this time? What was on board the Brussels airline? They confiscated that drugs. Where is the drugs? President, I will speak. How many months gone now? You show me any video from the security apparatus, gather somewhere to say, when we finish confiscating the particular drugs now, we're going to burn this drug. That media institution you have follow up. They will open this drug, they will verify this drug before they burn this drug. Liberians and followers under the live here. You show me any video that the government has destroyed the particular drugs. Where are the drugs keeping now? The drugs are the compass, they seized on the airport. And the second one, they paraded out people from the Spanish guy, all these people, all the white nationality now, the national for different Colombia and other places. There are amount of drugs they took from that particular place. I mean, 2 to 3 trucks whatsoever. Liberian, you ask yourself the question. They confiscated that judge now. Where is that judge? Where is that judge station now? Why are they investigating? And it is still in the country. In any real sound nation that the president want to fight judges, that the fighting they need to start destroying. They will destroy. They finish confiscating the judge already. Why the judge keeping? Prince, if you Prince, we not stupid yet. Prince, I told you people something here, you can't to pass. You are seeing it like when people no money coming into the country. That why they using the avenue or selling jobs to bring the jobs in the country, to push it out of the country, they make that millions or billions of dollars. That how they will operate in the country. How they operate in the country. Nothing working for them. So the government decided to taper in jobs now. They see, and beside that, Liberians, when you say, yeah, oh, jobs were then breaking jobs, jobs were then breaking jobs, and they are just law, they are this. They're not in power. They're not part of the government. They're not part of the system. Almost 4 years now. So you just put your pieces together. The record is on the wall. These are where the guys that were breaking the jobs in the country. The security apparatus on the job were compromised. That one of the jobs were coming in that country because of the biggest jobs boss on the job that the 100 million on the airport. The international security they got involved. So they had a boss on the free port of Monrovia before even. But if you look at all of them, they were the just people. Like, let me ask you another question. When Georgia was traveling all around the world, the nurse were causing. As Georgia arrived from the airport, you announced million. I take 22 million from Macron. I take this 1 year. I bring in Emirate Hospital. Everywhere he went, everywhere, every country he visited in the Arab world, the Western world, other places. As he arrived on the airport, he was transparent. As he meet the media, he would tell them where the trip was all airport. But Joseph Boakai, why I would say the debate is over. That's just a matter of time. That's why we relay video here. So, Prince, the judge, I will tell you, Liberians and the citizen here, they shouldn't be distracted. Nothing will happen. That $500 million judge, nothing will happen. Then the Ross building, nothing, we will never see anything because they all embedded into this judge. The president, all of them, they embedded into this judge here. That's a unity party program. So how you will change it, Prince? What they will tell the Liberian people, we will talk about it, but nothing will happen. But the only thing we need to do as a party, my purpose on the platform, it's just simple. I said it. The former president, I know him personally. Yes, just regard me knowing him. But they think that this man picture a great repetition he said around the world, and more a PS, a football PSN first. Then he became president. All this connection he have with all the great leaders all around the world. The Qatarian leader, Tony, all these great people. The king of Saudi Arabia. All these guys in Dubai. All these people are respected in different forms. That's why my uncle can come. That's why I want for the president to never stop. Let him show to the world. They lie on him. These are the video. It will nail them, Let a repetition that they turn it for me. They charlatan and they lay their propagandists in. The low-level Liberians, they won't have nothing for themselves. They are connected men. This is my work. This is one of the reasons I come on platform. Please, unless for nobody to lie on a renowned person that set my in the war. How many Liberians set my in the war here? Bunch of liars and political liars in Liberia because they won't get power. Can they compare themselves to George Weah? Even George Weah said he won't become president. It will take decades upon decades. We know everybody. We know all the players in Liberia. They are greatest players. They don't have one connection other side of the country. That's why I made some of us come on platform here today to support this particular man, to back this man, and if they want to destroy this man, we'll destroy them before they destroy this particular man. So that's why I have some of us on the platform here, we're not taking it like that with them. I will join the president. I already doing my own thing. We'll join the president here. We'll get some free connection we have here. We'll flag video to the international community. And the Unity Party will not get shishi. Because why? They lie on this particular man. So that's why some of us are here for. But Prince, let me tell the citizen, they shouldn't be distracted. That our eyes should we focus on the ball at 2029. The Unity Party will never bring nobody to justice. Watch and see. What I say, I'm gonna keep my video. They will never bring nobody within the Unity Party to say, oh, these are the top players who are in the drugs Guinea. Every video you see pointed to them. Even pointing to the son, the president's son, Jojo. It's all in video now. Colombian guys are calling their name now. So, Prince, my only thing here, we will clear George Weah to we will face a picture back to the international community that when you come back to power, then you will start the ground running. That's why some of us are here for.
You know, my brother Jake, thank you so very kindly. I want to show something to Liberians before I can begin this discussion. And this happened in August. This is what I want to show you. I just want you to watch it. This is it, right? This is the program. This program was held at the Executive Mansion on Liberia. This program was held in August. Or this particular pronouncement, was made in August. And I want to just read some parts of it, and I want you to bear with me. I'm just going to read one or two paragraphs. This was in August of last year. It said President Boakai declares bold national response to drug crisis in Liberia. The Executive Mansion, Monrovia, following receipt of the progress report of the Multilateral Sector Steering Committee on Drugs and Substance Abuse, President Joseph Newman Boakai Sr. has issued a special presidential statement announcing an aggressive, multi-pronged national anti-drugs action plan in response to the alarming surge of drugs abuse and trafficking across the country. He described the proliferation of drugs as an attack on our future and reaffirmed his unwavering commitment to safeguard Liberia's youth, communities, and future generation from the surge of substance abuse. We cannot allow the spread of illicit drugs to turn our children into victims, our communities into ghettos, and our neighborhood into shanties for criminal elements, the president declared. The Liberian leader commended the Liberian Drug Enforcement Agency for its relentless effort and extended special recognition to the multi-sectorial steering committee on drugs and substance abuse for its coordination. I want to stop here, right? I want to stop here. I want you to look at this headline. President Boakai declared bold national response to drug crisis. Mr. Boakai and his surrogates use this issue of drugs as a serious campaign. They made the Liberian people to understand that drugs came in the country by President Weah. The presence of President Weah brought drugs. They did not tell us that drugs was a pandemic that started a long time ago. Boakai did not tell us that people like him who participated in the war in Lofa Defense Force, they used drugs as a means to perpetrate evil and mayhem in Liberia. They did not tell us. During the regime of President Weah, they made us to understand because President Weah was president that what drugs were all over the place. And they told us that the reason why it was happening because President Weah was incompetent, according to what they said. So they ran around with the campaign of drugs in every corner, in every nooks and crannies of Liberia, and informed Liberians that we can make this thing to be, eradicated when you give us an opportunity, according to what they said. Fellow Liberians, they used that propaganda forgetting to know that these people took over government for 12 years. They forgot about everything that happened, and they heaped everything on President Weah. They told us that they could solve the problem. What is even shocking to me, fellow Liberians, that you must begin to understand that look, this government is not serious of fighting drugs. If you declare drugs as you know, you want to take a bull fight, that is an emergency for our country. Basically, the government declared drugs, you know, they declare a state of emergency on drugs. With all this thing that is happening, you can see that the president is lackadaisical. The man is seriously relaxed. Brecker is enjoying himself while you are having this kind of terrible news going on with the issue of drugs. Where you have Colombian drug law are threatening our nation, our democracy, our peace. We get Guinean red and we finish. Are you solving our other problem? Yeah,
Mhm.
our Colombia people sitting down and threatening us. And Joseph Newman Brecker is relaxed. He is very relaxed. That's why we continue to say, look, do not trust these people. Brecker is fully aware of all of these drugs thing that is going on. Brecker is not somebody who is absent-minded. The man is just wicked. Joseph Newman Brecker is just wicked and decided that he will use Liberia this particular period of his retirement to dump all of the evil in Liberia and rest himself for good. Newman Brecker is on. Imagine with this kind of terrible news that is emerging from Liberia. Brecker has not even made one serious statement. One serious statement Brecker have not made. Brecker have not even explained to the public his action as far as we are concerned. Look, Brecker is complacent because all of the people who supported Brecker when he was in opposition, these are the people that are bringing in drugs.
Mhm.
Listening to the Colombians, their video, they said Brecker will expose you. Brecker told us that this man could not manage his resources. And that's why we told the Liberian people, look, when Brecker said that he was living on loan, that he could not manage, look, the blatant thing Brecker said. Look, let me play this for you to listen to. So now we say other people think
Loans go to
this is the
IB
president.
Bank
This is Joseph Newman Brecker.
5 times because I want to make sure I have something in my
Listen to
account that
Brecker.
I can live. I mean, the fact I live on loans go to IB Bank, I borrow money more than 5 times because
Now, you listen to Brecker telling us that he lived on loan. Somebody who was making millions of dollars, served 12 years in our country. No, it's not me saying it. Who am I to deny it when a fish comes from under the water and tells me that the crocodile or the crawfish, the hay-hitting? Who am I to deny it? It is Brecker that is telling. Look, when Brecker said that he was living on loan, there were so many things that Brecker was disclosing to us as Liberians. Brecker was telling us that he's vulnerable. Because he was living on loan, there were people who were sponsoring him using drug money. And these people have to use Liberia as a transit center. Why are we surprised? And why are we surprised? The people who gave you money, the people who are sponsoring you, the people who are supporting you, that the people coming back now to use Liberia as a transit center to carry their drugs. So who told you that Brecker is not aware? Brecker is aware. The last time we heard from his own dependable nephew Costa was telling us, he said, we collected 2,000, I will give you the paper, chop it. I collected 10,000, I give you the paper, chop it. Brecker is somebody without morals. No, that's the fact we are telling you. Don't bring old age here. Don't bring grandpa business here. I am telling you about my life. I'm telling you about the future of my children. I'm telling you about the nation that I am attached to. The only place I can call my country. I will proudly say my country. Brecker is attached to all of these drugs thing that is going on. That's why he's complicit. That's why he's not talking. Look at what happened in Rossville. In less than no time, we have 3 major drug bursts in Liberia. Do you know the quantity of drugs that they took from the Rossville, how you call site? Why is it that there were no press conference held? So you want to tell me people will go to Rossville that the government will not be aware? We're listening to the people there in Rossville. They say, oh, somewhere people came along with some other people. They say they want to invest. There is no way that people will enter Rossville without the knowledge of the government. So why is the government spending almost about 20 plus million, or let's say the highest as far as budgetary allocation is concerned on the how you call it, the NSA. Do you know what the NSA is? Do you know what the NSA is? Why are they spending all of that money? They are spending that money on information. They are spending that money on security. So are we saying that it's a waste of resources? That's what you're trying to tell us. Because if you tell us that you don't even know of what is happening in Roseville, my people, let me just give you a surface scenario of what the NSA is. The NSA is that particular security agency that is present everywhere. Everywhere. Yes, I say everywhere. They have eyes and ears all over the country. NSA agents can be wheelbarrow pusher. They can be pen people. I mean, they are just all over. They are all over. There is no way that something will happen in that country, especially with this issue that we're talking about, drugs burst in Roseville, where the people were building. The NSA would not be aware. There is no way. There is absolutely no way. Boakai is using the NSA to just steal the Liberian people money. That's why you put in money there for, go back there and take it. Because if the NSA cannot be able to disclose any tangible information to us, where they tell you, oh, we stay checking, we stay investigating, then there is no need for us to have NSA on Joseph Nima Boakai. Then the NSA is useless. If the NSA cannot tell us how these people, what kind of medium and means they use to be able to bring in those drugs that they are bringing in, no need for us to have NSA. That one, listen to people say, oh, Prince Charles Johnson, the man doing well. Prince Charles Johnson is doing nothing at that particular NSA. The boss sitting there eating money and relaxing. Nothing he's doing. If Prince Charles Johnson is up to now, we cannot get a very clear explanation relative to how the drugs enter the country. If we cannot get a clear explanation on how that Roseville was used as a drug center, you tell me that NSA is doing well, then the money that they gave into NSA is not need. Let them take that money and send it to the health sector. But again, NSA is not using that money on security intelligence. Boakai taking the money and giving it right to the NSA so that at the end of the day, he can go back for it. Because the NSA is that only institution that you cannot be able to audit. So you take the money and give it to the people and go back for it. At the end of the day, the NSA is seriously stranded with manpower, with intelligence, and etc.
Let me say something quick.
Yes.
Let me add you on to the followers here. You might not get it twisted. If you preach, you might not get it twisted. The NSA main duty now, let me tell you, we're not gullible. It's to monitor the opposition, the surrogate, we that OSA, we that get poor care. That main duty, let me tell you this something here today. That main duty is not about those that bringing drugs that supporting them. No, they will put blind eye. They are monitoring those that are critical against the government. They will wiretap all these telephone conversations from the former opposition leader, the Samuel Tuene, the Mange, even Mange as senator. Let me tell them to net. The Biotrari, all of them that within the Senate whatsoever, that part of the CDC, that they didn't want the wiretapping, that they didn't want they would look at, that they didn't want they would send people to monitor them day per day, even to their houses and other things. Those you two in the line of them, praise, because under the palaver hall, they monitoring everything. They're not doing the duty of the country. The Prince Johnson was doing it. They rewarded Prince Johnson because what they did against the past government. I told you Liberian people here. A guy was video surfaced recording from Prince Johnson when Georgia was in Qatar. The opposition saying a lot of text messages to overthrow the then president, George Weah at that time, when you were in Qatar. He kept that messages then. He could nail them. They say, listen, be quiet. What kind of government, Liberians, what kind of government will come to power? You will say, keep the chief of staff of that particular government that you take from power. You kept that man. You were rolling defense minister. You also be the defense minister of the country for chief of staff Boakai appointed him to become the defense minister because the army ladies and other people protest. They say they not want you because they know the kind of deal in there when you are the chief of staff under George Weah. They transfer you to one of the biggest, they transfer the biggest security operation in the country. The NSS #1 in our country that play the rewarder in here. Then Liberians again, our defense minister, Zianga, is still part of them. He's an advisor. He matching the defense minister and the chief of staff. Liberian people, these were the guys that were working against George Weah. They were sitting in that position. The chief of staff, the defense minister, how can you reward them that you're a new government? I have never seen it. You put your courses together, Liberians. I told you people here, since George Weah took that, since you were inaugurated at the Samuel K.D. Sport Complex, when he wore down, he got in a multi-K to go to the executive mansion or wheresoever you were working. Because they had a hoax. They had different agenda. Because why? The CDC were new to go. They were new. They never knew the system. They got to run the system for 12 good years. They were all over the place. The Samuka, the coffee booth. Are there today? They are the security top people. They are the security top people today. With 5 to 6 months to George Weah presidency, the overthrowing of George Weah started politically, clandestine war, propaganda war, every form they had, they switched everywhere. It was like an autopause. They had the media on that side. Millions of dollars was spending. They had that propaganda all spread because they knew they say, we'll get the media on one side and we'll spread money through propaganda, gibberish, and cajole the Liberian people will fall for it. Every institution, they were all there because while George Weah came to power, so he never knew the system. Similar thing happened like this. I told you, Liberian, similar thing that they happened to Donald J. Trump. When he came to power, he was all salo. He was a business tycoon. He said he came to drain the swamp. He never knew social leakage that what happened to George Weah today until the fuel. They use the same spoon tall. They see Ronnie C.A. that today, that on that spoon tall, they crew children it. They dummy crew children it. They use them because they don't like their own. They backfire in our faces now. They thought they could get rewarded. They thought they would get lucrative. Like small thing you believe you get lucrative contract then. That things then. A backfire in our face, not knowing the government was one of the biggest tribal government. Bronson said it, and Joseph Baga was tribal. The videos are there. So a blind in our face. You see that? They won't correct the pieces together. They cannot correct the pieces. You don't man our spoon to no. He said in the arm of the Joseph Boakai, the remaining 2 years when things change, they will never talk. The question I want to ask Prince today now. Prince, the question I want to ask you before probably you can come in. Why Ronnie C.A. left Liberia? Why now? Let me tell you, Liberians. I know Ronnie C.A. is a proper guy. I don't recognize it. They think they can fool me. Ronnie C.A. not smarter than nobody. He a no face. He a dummy. I just say I can debate Ronnie C.A. Ronnie C.A. know nothing about Liberia. That's because they had the opportunity to have newspaper. They say that was the biggest newspaper. Ronnie C.A. hate George Weah to the core. He ain't spoon tall. They hate you for that brother, for that southeast. It's unbelievable. I saying it with my face in the camera. They can send my video to spoon tall. They can when the gullible sedition will follow them. But me, I'm not gullible sedition. I'm a fan of the president. They are novice. They're not smarter than me. They're nothing. They're in the Western world. Just we got money. The guys they call, I told you people, the guys they call repetition is greater than money. Not me call that statement. Go read books. Repetition is greater than money. When the people can tell you repetition is greater than money, the way it means, money is not extra. No. Money is just there to make us happy whatsoever to live our life. But you gotta work towards this money. You have to earn this money. Or you do business. But repetition is greater than money. I don't count Ronnie C.A. So the question I'm asking you, why Ronnie C.A. leave Liberia before you vote on now? Why you vote on now? Why? Are they wish hunting him, Morovia? He see a way clear? What? Yeah, that's my question.
I can tell you this for sure. What this government is doing is wish hunting people. I don't want you to believe it. I'm about to play a video. And I like that you asked me the question. This government is witch hunting people. My people, don't believe me. I want us to go to this clip and to play it so you can hear it for yourself. Sometimes when we say this thing, courtesy of spoon. Let's play it right here so that people can hear it for themselves. Now that we saying it. Let me go here and play it here.
Again, I'm sure everybody. Sure.
Simple as that.
President, they just say Glenn, someone that knows the terrain.
So let me.
Weak opposition, got civil society, nothing happening. No.
Under the president, he got access.
No cow.
Will have paid that to the.
Just for me again, I just come back with. This is just an intellectual exercise. That's
there is a portion
that I think this is the picture. I don't know whether
portion,
this is on
let
the
me
president
just
farm.
pause this. Amara Kone alleged that, in fact, according to what he said, they have drone over his house. They are monitoring him now. The government is monitoring him. He said he took the picture of the drone and sent it to the NSA. Up to now, the NFA have not even said a word. He sent it to the police, and the police have not said a word. According to Amara Kone, he said drone. Let me see if I can get this portion. You bear with me. Let's see if we can get this portion.
The ruling party supporters have narrowed this down to propaganda.
Boakai, it is very clear. It's on the website, and here we are talking about first video.
This message is to
Let me just carry this in front.
Wage that war. It reminds me of Boko Haram type of video and so on and so forth. When, like Senator Snow said,
I'm sorry, I want to
many
get
people
the
have
particular area.
Just
bear with me. Let me.
Because he has a constitutional authority.
Because everybody they bring in.
Right.
Private bar, yes. I'm just hearing that for the first time.
The private bar.
What is that?
On the suit.
No, but if you. You will not smoke.
No, it's okay.
They don't know how to be on that show.
They got it. So they're like news business.
To sign a contract with no.
Nothing dropped. President.
I'm sorry, just bear with me. I want to get that particular area.
To be very serious, you want the nation. We'll continue to preach business with the company. And the company.
Anyway,
so I'll call Nuka and ask them.
I can't get it now, but
yeah, if you cannot get it, you can move forward. You can go ahead. Probably we'll get it another time.
Yeah, I will.
But my question I ask you, Ronnie said leave Liberia for what reason? Or he's on vacation in America or what?
Yeah, I just thought to play the video. The reason why people like Rodney are leaving the country every now and then is because, one, they are afraid. That's one of the reasons. They are afraid. This government is not playing with anybody. This government, when they say they want it, they will take it. Whether by force, by power, or by whatever means, they will take it. That, in my view, I might be wrong. That is one of the reasons. Rodney is trying to see how best he can, maybe inform his cycle of what is happening as far as his life is concerned, and etc. Maybe he's trying to just go there, inform friends. Because from what we are gathering yesterday, from what we gathered from on Spoon, Amara Kone said the people get drone over a house. Since they start discussing about the issue of drugs business, they get drone over a house. He told the NSA nothing. He told the police nothing. So these people, their life are at risk. They are afraid. And we see what this government can do. This government is not playing. No, this government is not playing. When they say they want it, they will get it. There's the reason why you see what the government have been able to do is to show force to the judiciary. So at the end of the day, they want to subdue the judiciary, that whatever they want from the judiciary, they get it. That's what is happening. I don't want to talk about the legislative branch because one branch of it is their regime, is their surrogates. So anything Boakai wants is what Boakai will get. We saw what happened with all of the lies that they told other people. We saw what happened to LTA. They said these people, if I, when they ran to the court, what Boakai told them, say, "My man, I'm not even listening to the court. You're suspended. You're suspended." We saw what Boakai did to Emma Glasgow from the fishery. They lied on Emma Glasgow. They almost did that. At the end of the day, when LACC, I think LACC also conducted an investigation, they said, "Man, we found nothing on you." We saw what Joseph Newman Boakai did to, how you call him, Luscious Talu, the central bank governor. They lied that Talu corrupt, he this, he died, all the other things. When Talu ran to the court, guess what Joseph Newman Boakai did?
He compensated him, he pay him off.
Or him, say, "Look, get off on that code. You go to that code for now to just one day, you not get anything there. I control the code." They gave a small money. Talu find a way. I don't know where he is now, but he's somewhere the boss in and enjoying himself. So you see what Boakai has successfully done, and that's the reason why the issue of drug, it will not go nowhere. All the people then that they catch my brother, they people walk us out free. They only not walk us out free unless Councillor Gloria Mususka is staying in jail. Look, we should not be deceived. The only way these people, they will not walk out free unless Councillor Gloria Mususka they walk out free from the jail. So all the things that they're doing, it will end up nowhere. Because these are people that Boakai dealt with. Who told you Boakai didn't know these Colombians? Boakai is aware of them. I'm listening, Boakai. Look, my people, Boakai is aware. Jojo Boakai is aware. And Jojo Boakai, the foreign minister, the border going from one area to the other, the border going from one area to the other. Look, that thing they call foreign ministry that Jojo Boakai controlling you. That thing they call the Investment Commission of Liberia, forget it. That thing, whoever they put there, I think one Jeff Blibo, he's there, or so somebody, or so someone aware there, they get there. They are just there as a nominal head, as a figurehead. But the real person that going out and bringing investors, that Jojo Boakai. Jojo Boakai go, he connect with a man, collect few money, he can't, he tell Papi, say, "Papi, I bring 1 million, let the person here." That's how the people running the country. That's how these guys are running the country. Liberia is in a complete mess, my people. It's in a mess. We are in a serious situation. Joseph Newman Boakai is dancing kakalika in Grand Bassa County. When our children are dying, when our nation are at risk, when our people there in Lofa County, they are displaced on their own soil. Joseph Newman Boakai dancing kakalika. When the hospitals
How
are
about the group that returned from South Africa? Where that dealing? What happening for them? The recent group that just came from that they say the same playing for whatsoever to play on the Liberian people. They arrive in the country now. Since they arrive in the country, they did a photo or a video or whatsoever on the RIAO they come. What they are happy for these people? Where they residing now? What kind of compensation they handle to these people? The Liberian are separating in South Africa for over 10 to 20 years. They back home. What is happening for them? They will join the ordinary people. They will live in the quarters, the shanty places in other places. And tomorrow, they will never compensate them because the country is broke.
I want to ask you this. What do you make of those who are fighting drugs to be involved in the drugs dealing? We saw what happened from the police director, how some of the police, they are compromised. An investigator, the man who is supposed to investigate, is involved in the issue of the drugs. Somebody from NSA is involved. I mean, especially the security sector that is investigating. My brother, what kind of sign it shows to the outside world or to us as Liberians that the people who are fighting this drug, they are the ones who are being accused to the extent their own bosses are saying, "Yeah, they may he collect this man he collect that." Let's hear from you. What do you make of this?
But please, they clear up the video that all went by here. The videos, you get the video, they get the DA guy that man the podium and said everybody's a lucrative business. The guy blew whistle. Since he blew that whistle, they sack him. See what happened in the country. He said the executive branch of government, who the top man, who the top level executive? It's the president, the vice president. They are the head of the branch of the executive. The president, the vice president is next. They say the legislature. Who in the legislature? The speaker, pro tem, and those in the legislature. The security apparatus. He said every fabric of our nation, the three branch of government, all of them involved in the justice. That means say we play the video, the whistleblower selling. So everybody, the Unity Party don't have money in Liberia. I've been saying it. You do your own research too. You do your own checking. You look at video. You look at our travels. The foreign minister in Beslow, she don't have one connection. You remember vividly she was dancing on Joseph Boakai concerning visa. Oh, we want visa. They will put our picture then with Elon Musk. All these things. For Liberia, a few more months from now. That's the 5 more months from now. We're in 2027. The rainy season ending in October. Maybe the 20th of October, the rainy season will be over. Then November, December. Liberia, you cannot develop anything in the rainy season. Heavy rainfall in the country right now. Every development will stop, will stop. Even you building those are in the West. You cannot send money to Liberia now or you go to Liberia to construct or to finish a house. No, the rainy season will delay your project. That you see rainy season, for example, delaying CDC project. But they were not having rainy season, the project will be finished. So everything. So if the government want to take on a massive project, the rainy season will disturb them. You live in the Western world here. We get seasons and time on construction, those in the construction era. You don't construct certain time when the real top winter. Everybody stay home. Government compensate you. That's in every part of the world. And the Unity Party, listen, they are broke. I know my reason why I'm telling you. I've been saying it for months and months and months, for years. This is the whistleblower. This is the guy.
And my brother Jake, it's just good that we play this. That's why when people say, oh, the government doing this, the government doing that, I laugh. How can a government tell us that they are serious on fighting drugs when the people who are whistleblowing, they are sacking them? The people who are alarming on the act of corruption. Listening to this particular clip.
Was a clear example. So the issue of accusing people on this drug thing, there's a reason for that. Because even in the society from all sectors, I would say openly here, from the executive, the first president of government, and to the judiciary, you go in the sector, you will find somebody involved with drugs. The reason is simple. Drug is a lucrative business, so everybody want to get money. For that, you will find somebody somewhere who is involved. So when you fight these drugs, you find almost people everywhere.
Pray.
Go ahead.
Pray. There's a video. There's a video also. I think we played it before. That what we said, I always tell these people, the followers on the platform. You see, when I sell it and we play video, we don't preach propaganda. There's another video from the president. He handcuffed the DEA people. You remember he said they should be lenient. You remember when the DEA were ready now to perform that duty. Because this guy that's saying this in the whistleblower. He said, who's the head of the first branch of government? It's the president. The only thing, because he wanted to call the president name, he's the head of the government. He's the chief executive. Who's the head of the... So he know that when the president, those are surrounding the president in connection with people. So he said it here. He said it. There's a video. We'll play it later, maybe anytime. The president said the DA them will relax. He handcuffed them. Let me tell you. He handcuffed them. The They're working with the pressure of the president now. He can sack them any day. So later on, the president, he got these people. Like when you see a lot of jobs put in the country, they remember the DA were marching everywhere. People were pressing the DA. Everywhere they were ready now to crack down. But 13 months, the president started hinkering name by his own statement. So that why drugs is rampant in this particular country but now. So we are hot. We are hot for drugs. You are not getting twisted like beers. I told you people, that budget what Gafuan brought to the legislature, to the Liberian people, $1.2 billion budget. It's an audio. I told you why they brought that budget to you people. It was a jealousy budget. I call it an audio budget. Because if you go deeper in that budget,
please take over. Let me attend to something.
I get jealousy, Liberians, because I can remember vividly, Liberians, in the history of our country, our budget, it never been projected to $800 million before. Even Ellie Johnson said it that ruled the country, the guru of economy. They say she graduated, the Howard graduate, she's the economic guru of our nation. She won't work as the finance minister or finance minister whatsoever during her time in opposition or in government at that time. Everybody know about her. She's economic guru. Her budget never passed $600 million before. 12 good years, they never passed $600 million. That's why I always say, I always hear our own. When Junior Samuel 12 came to the mantle to become the finance boss, he became our budget, ever the first ever in our history, to $800 million. The Unity Party couldn't believe it. Some of them were criticizing every corner of that corridor. You can still remember. So when they came to power, Gafon was foreign Liberians. Let me answer the hard question. Gafon was finance minister before. This is not Gafon first time becoming finance minister. He was finance minister under early. Why he take the budget to over $600 million at that time? Amara Kone was also finance minister. He had budget shortfall. Bama Kamara, all these three guys, they were finance minister. Before Bama, he recently resigned before Gafon took over again. He resigned. You know why he resigned? They put it on sickness or somebody want wishing? No. He knew everything about the Liberian economy. He knew he couldn't succeed. To not ruin his reputation because he was finance minister before. So they put on all kind of sickness and all kind of things and how Gafon came to power. To project themselves, to say the economy is better, the lie is an audio budget. Audio. So they put it to 1.2. Liberian people, my question I ask you, always asking you people, that be sincere. The $1.2 billion, are you people feeling it? Are your left changed today since Georgia left power? What's the difference today? In every form, what's the difference? That's the question I will always ask you. Are you people better or not than it says here or George? We are being sincere to yourself. Even those are in the Western world, to our family we cater to relative we give hands out to. Are they better off now? The inflation is in the toilet. I just can say it. No infrastructure going on. The educational system is poor. Look at what Labidated in University of Liberia. No computer system. Nothing has improved in the University of Liberia. Nothing has improved. What do you have improved? Take your money and go buy our goods and services in the country. Go to the cheapest market, the regular market. The regular market is the cheapest in Liberia now. Go there and take $50 or $75. Can you get the same thing you used to get before? Look at the rent. Look at where we sleep. Where Liberian people sleep, the rent they pay. Every rent in the country are being hijacked. They carry prices up. Room that used to be on Georgia used to be for $25. Small room for all the young girls that want to get their own life going on. Are they still paying that same rent? Look at electricity costs. When they used to buy somewhere to where that we were sending electricity back into the grid of Cote d'Ivoire, these things are happy. If we keep a lot of girl in the rainy season, we keep a lot of things and send back. When they spread gibberish and the reality of the facts, We were sending back at that time, but they never knew the explanation you were trying to say to the Liberian people, because all of them were all on social media to just debunk anything they want to debunk at that time. But now we're facing reality, Liberians. Are you people better or now? Since Joshua left the mantle, going to 4 years now, 2027, right around the corner. You know, children of the eye. We just celebrated 179th birthday. We just celebrated 179th anniversary. Are you people better or now? Look at the transport call, the rate, your currency exchange rate now. Where is it now? Compare. We're making the comparison that why the debate is easier for some of us. Because we play you video, we relay video. We're not just talking from the heart whatsoever, or people that used to compare papers and bring gibberish and lies. We're nailing them to the real issue here. We're talking national issue. We're discussing national issue here now. Are you people better off? Wires were free. 30,000 enrollment at the University of Liberia. The statistics are there. You can do your own findings. 30,000 enrollment on George Weah. Everybody from the average world of life. Poor people, middle class, rich people, 30,000, it never happened. Digital University on George Weah. Free tuition. The gullible people were telling you free tuition now is not important. Where are we standing now at the University of Liberia? The higher institution of learning. What's going on now? What's happening with transportation in the country? The pimping riders, the keke riders, the taxi drivers. How much taxi drivers now reporting to the cars owner now? Liberian, they're not facing reality. We have to checkmate all these idiots then, the liars then. What things have changed now? And robbery on a high class level. They're raping our women and our sisters and brothers now. They're raping the two genders now. They're raping the two genders now. You don't have DNA machine anymore. The dialysis machine have been destroyed. We check kidney. We do highest abuse of alcohol in the country. Liberian the highest record now. Drugs are engulfed the nation. What they have changed, Liberians? Go to every various counties in the country. Go see drugs. I'm not talking about Monrovia. I'm not talking about Montserrat. I'm talking about the 17th district. Go outside of the country. What things have changed? Accident is the order of the day. I said, over 40,000 Liberians die to car accident every year. They don't tell you the statistic. They lie. AIDS come back in the country. Sickness upon sexual sicknesses, all in the corridor of the country now. They don't discuss it because it would think that government wrong, but somehow ignore the statistic. AIDS, tuberculosis, drugs are engulfed the nation. The youth taking the highest drugs. The women getting mostly involved now. Alcohol, they don't discuss it. Alcohol is the order of the day of the Republic of Liberia. In 10 years' time, every majority of Liberian Kenyan will get destroyed. They will start building dialysis hospital then. Alcohol is rampant. But Liberian people, it's a taboo to discuss it. But I will discuss it. If you're over the age of 40, you limit your alcohol. It will destroy you. It's one of the deadly silent killing machine, but people don't talk about it. They only talk about drugs. But in Liberia now, go to every center, every entertainment center, nobody drinking soft drink anymore. Soft drink don't sell. A reality. Soft drink don't sell. Down to the 13 to 14 years old, everybody in alcohol. They don't address it. Then accident. Everybody drunk driving in the country. When the police boo they build Liberians, like Kajo boo, that one boo they presented in a corridor, in a center. They said they were being police booed all over with camera. Since that one police boo they paraded that said, you have seen any police boo in the country, Liberians, all over Montserrat County, the district name, it was all facade. The Unity Party fell flat when we try to talk it. They will see because why? That only lie. We see reality. We get comparison to make and George Weah. 6 years to their rule. That's why we the debate is on. It's not nothing. It doesn't say we don't love our country. No. We love our country, but they at that time they never loved the country. So now they want us to love the country. On Georgia, they never loved the country. They were seeing everything to sanction the government. They succeeded now. But what they have changed? That's the debate is on. That's the debate we're talking about. What they have changed since 6 years. He leave power. He's not talking. He's silent. He only doing his things he want to do. Concentrating on his FIFA whatsoever. 2027 it will be another game changer. He's coming back in the political arena. He will be really vocal now. Really putting his pieces together to rethink himself. To come, I call it the George Weah 2.0. Because why? Now he got the experience. He know the players and the mover. He know the fakery. He know the liars. He know the propagandists. He know who to bring in no circle. It will be few, the loyalists. I will compare the George Weah story with a lot of president. The Donald J. Trump, the men I support. That when the men I support. The 2.0 of Donald Trump is different from the 1.0. Mahama, other leaders in the African region. So the 2.0 of Georgia will be solely different. He observing everybody. He listened to every political commentary. The liars, the propagandists, those who are loyal, those that they can pay. That's why he's silent. That's why he's not talking. And I like this move. On the beginning, I never liked the move. But if I start putting my puzzle together, I say, wow. The rebranding of George Weah 2.0, it will be nasty ever. You will never like it. The mindset, if the Liberian people, if they don't rob the election, I'll always tell you people, I will say it again before priest camp probably will close. If they don't steal the election 2029, and why they are planning to steal, George Weah 2.0 will be the funniest in Liberian history because you know what? He know all the movers and players around the world. He get friends in tactile places. He already setting the bear rag now. I can't want to say he are making a lot of connections that he never made before. So a 2.0 will be greater than 1.0. But who would appreciate and they will never steal the election. They will do everything possible. They will never steal the election in every form because they are planning 7 different ways to steal the election. 7 different ways. I broke it down before. If the military not get involved, they will use the military. They will plan a fake coup to stay in power. Fake coup. It's been happening. They will do everything. Dumuya is on our land. If Dumuya don't move on our land, it will not do something to make Dumuya to move on the land or to prove that Dumuya in the real area. They will use that scenario to say Dumuya is on our land, there will be no election because anybody improved on your land, according to our constitution, the president have that power, the executive power to not have an election. So one of my beliefs, one of my plans, they made Dumuya to be on a particular land. Dumuya is in bed with them. That's my plan now. That's my thinking. That Dumuya will stay to 2029. It will say, oh, Dumuya is on our land. You will not have election. They will postpone election. They will settle telling the interim government. So some of us are here now to table all our plans. Then the NEC boss need to be changed. Whether need to leave, Liberia need to protest. We need to take whether to the Supreme Court of Liberia early as possible. But if George Weah retain, this is the first tackle. All signature from the opposition is a fanatic within the Unity Party. He cannot be NEC chairman. If Weah become NEC chairman, CDC will lose the election. You listen to my word. If Weah remain to be a NEC chairman, if George Weah and the opposition don't do nothing, the Unity Party will retain power. They will keep my video and remember me. We will dig up all the evil plan that they want to retain power. So, please, you can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, my brother Jake. You know, What we are observing right in front of us is nothing but a regime that have decided to endorse drug law over the people's agenda. Someone asked me a question here, and I want to respond to my brother Kofi. He said, Prince, how can a whistleblower openly reveal his identity? Yeah, have
Yes.
whistleblower that can openly reveal their identity and are
Yes.
protected by the system.
Thank you.
So it's not something that is strange. It's not something that is strange. We have other people who go covertly to be able to blow certain whistle, and we get people who come up
Yes.
openly to be able to blow.
Yes.
They are also open whistleblower. So it is not strange, my brother Kofi, so that you get to understand. But this is what is happening. What we should be asking ourselves: why would these people be brave to behave the way they are behaving if they are not involved with the issue of drugs? Look at what is happening. Gregory Coma is relaxed. Joseph Newman Boakai is relaxed. Prince Charles Johnson is relaxed. There is no way we should have an NSA with all that kind of huge budgetary support, and we still having these common, funny thing going on. No, it should not. There is no way that we should be having the NSA around here, fellow Liberians, and at the end of the day, NSA will tell us that they know how drugs manage to come. Because we have NSA officers assigned everywhere. You go at Freeport, they are there. You go at the airport, they are there. I mean, the people are everywhere. Everywhere the people are. It's not people who will say, yeah, okay, you go up Mama Point that they play the saying that, or you go up how you call Mangibi there. That only a few group of people saying that. No, NSA, that what they are called NSA, and that's why their operations are all classified. That's why their operations are classified, because their operations are classified so that at the end of the day, they can be able to get every intel and be able to reveal it to the government. I give an example. We saw what happened during the regime of President Tolbert, right? We saw what happened during the regime of President Totman. During President Totman, we used to have how you call a system where the people say a PRO, people reporting people. Everywhere, everywhere that Pape makes sure to put people in the church. So at the end of the day, people used to ask, they say, oh, but they talk about man, yeah, they man, yeah, even the war second year when you talk about this man, even the war second year when you talk about him, he planted people all over the place, and he was
Mhm.
using what we call the national security to get all of the information everywhere that he wants to get it. But here is it today, the highest budgetary allocation ever in the history of our country for NSA. But here is it, we have drugs coming from everywhere. You have Colombia people telling how they will do they want, how they will do that one, and do all kinds of things. This is the place
And
we find ourselves.
bring the problem in Liberian, the problem interfere before the boss it later on.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine they can't catch it from the source as it's coming. They lie to enter. How they lie to enter? So I mean, all of
That's
the
the whole problem.
compromise. So that question that guy was asking about whistleblower, let me tell you, get different way of blowing. They get different type of whistleblowing. They get financial whistleblowing. They get different. As Prince says, someone you can never know their identity. Someone you would know. They get every part of the world. They get great whistleblower protection. Even media institution, someone that whistleblower. They are journalists, but they are deeply whistleblower. You will see them on news, but you will never know that they don't want blow that whistle.
Sure.
In different forms. Security can be a whistleblower. Financial, a banker can be a whistleblower. Somebody in the market can be a whistleblower. So that while the laws on our boat and up around the world give them that protection to check government, to see things there. That why you don't just crack down on whistleblower. No. You don't just do things like that. The international world get involved. So please lay it down ready for you. So please, they are all being compromised, man. They are all being
Seriously,
compromised.
they are all compromised. So this issue of drugs, fellow Liberians, is just unfortunate, but that is the reality. That nothing will become of it. Look at what happened to our sister Jessica Lloyd, the girl whose throat was slit by how you call Luca Riches, an American. That guy walked away free from Liberia. He went to airport and saying that he crank a less. He left from the place. Look at what happened to Councillor Gora Mususka, the woman that told her, I saw the person, I waste pepper spray in her face. You know what spray is? Pepper You know what it is? Especially from the way she described it. But at the end of the day, they were able to take her from in the prison and give her a lucrative job. Look at what happened to our brother Joshua and that of Queen Johnson. Queen Johnson is on record. She aided and abetted in beating Joshua that led to his death. What Joseph Nima Boakai did. So Queen Johnson said, let me give you a job to free Poya. Let people be making noise. Francis Sakila Nyimale, who commanded the troop to unalive Tamba Momo and wound other people in Lofa. At the end of the day, Francis Sakila Nyimale, the man that you call minister of local government. Look, we continue to say, fellow Liberians, these people, they lie to the Liberian people. And today we are seeing the reality. Boakai is approaching his 4 years. What can you count as an achievement for Boakai? What can you point to as a signature achievement? Say, oh, yeah, anyway, it was rough, it was tough, but they want Boakai able to achieve it. What can you count on? What can you count on?
You know, they
These
say
people said, President, we are bailing road. They said I was star war.
Preach they're going to break ground around Sekiapia Road. We're going to roll Sekiapia again, new road there again. When they start, like my question I was asking, you see the things circulating on social media. Where can I roll in Nima County they started? What we know about? They people that photo a lot of videos and photo up. Where they were break, that the question I asked, I know about 2 breaking ground ceremony that they say they honor took. The Justice Complex Liberian, the 20 million Justice Complex. The question I'm asking followers, those in Monrovia, those are on their live feed. The Samuel Doe Project. Me, I call it because we now know this yet. There was a Samuel Day dream, the Justice Complex. Boakai at that time was minister. The same location when he went to break ground. Liberians, how many months now since he broke that ground? Are you seeing things around that place? They're starting the project now. It's a $20 million project. Another project again that Gafon talk about Liberian. Yeah, I've seen Japan said there will be 100 schools. 100 schools in the country. Gafon said there will be 100 schools. They already got the money being for the internet. He said he Gafon. Liberian. Yeah, I've seen any school in the country. You know they call 100 school. He said they collected the money for international partners. How many years are we saying now? 4 years now. What's the school? So they ate the donors' money. Gafane ate that money for nothing. No school, even 2 schools have never been built yet. Liberian, where all the police booths, they said they will build all the police, they will build police booths all over the country. They put that one right in the middle of that place there. That one booth, you have seen any police booth? They say they were all around social media. You're in Monrovia, you're seeing any police booth in every district with a camera. Send that police booth, get it vanished from down there. I know it stay hanging there. Where are the police booths now? That what we say we're nailing them by their own words in the video. We're comparing two government, Unity Party and CDC. They not do they respect to any other political parties in the country, but the 2 biggest party are CDC and the Unity Party. Other parties very important. But these are the 2 gigantic, they are the 2 biggest party in the Republic of Liberia. You like it or not. Other parties will be feeder party. They will get alignment to other parties. But the 2 people, Liberia not turning to like the Democrat and Republican now. Liberia. The only thing I always say to Prince and the other people that following me here is sometimes this surrogate of CDC, the people in high places, that the chairman, whatsoever, you're going to listen to people that outside. We get it out outside here. You're not living, you're not know what a lot of people doing here for the CDC because they don't talk it. You got the election in the country, the 2029 election. You got to be very, very vigilant. We need to play the game from outside. If we win the game from outside, they will never see the election in Liberia.
So here's what we are talking about, right, my brother Jake, and I just want to show it. So here is it. The government and World Bank signed landmark 90 million deal to build 100 elementary schools. Here is it. Here is it right here. So my question to you, let's be sincere. How many schools have they built?
Thank you.
Are you aware of?
Yes.
No, how many are you aware of? Now, these were the people who were condemning the issue of road. Joseph Numa Boakai himself took the platform and said, I beg you, that's our war where President we are building. When they talk about the issue of education, the tuition free at the university, they say, oh no, forget it, that thing will not even work, it will not even hold. Today, what are they doing in the health sector? Even the people in the health sector, they are crying. The machine they made there, the machine spoil. I'm not talking about machine that they bought. I'm talking about machine that they made there. They cannot even maintain what they made there. To the extent that those that are on dialysis, they are crying. No,
They're
don't believe
dying.
me. Let's
They
play
are
you this
dying.
video for this from this little girl. Let's hear what she's
Yeah,
saying.
for us. The
Listen
machine
to her.
said they can pour on half of it a breakdown. You have to go look there for us. The machine said they can pour on half of it a breakdown. You go because the girl folk like in the name. Some are living destined. I think that you sick, then you get them back. 4 o'clock in the night, to go send out to hospital until in the morning. You send out there and they say you will tell you no material or they will not treat you for that day. So you come to our help when they need your help to save us, please.
Yeah.
And
This
I'm cutting you off. The next time we come here, the next time we'll show the Liberian people the real Dallas place where Georgia was talking about, the woman talking about. If you see the video, Liberian, we see the way Georgia brought that thing. Next time, Prince will find the video to you people. We'll find that video to display it. So they destroy everything down to the DNA machine. Down to the DNA. Imagine Liberian, how this guy they come to power to destroy the DNA machine. The machine where will determine if you rape somebody or whatsoever. Why? Why they destroy it? Sooner they destroy it, we start seeing the raping of in boys in that country. The Magay story, all these guys in stories and sodomizing the other they have some men in Liberia. They boys in Liberia.
Don't even go far play. That thing we can display it right here, right now. The dialysis center that was initiated by President Weah. And before let me just play. It's good that we play these things. I know we found a time to really play, but let's just bring this so that the people.
Yeah, but thank God for you to play it quick. Yeah.
Yeah. What we're talking about? Yeah. Let's play this one from this girl. Then we'll come to
look there for us. The machine said they can pour on half of it a breakdown. You go because the girl folk like in the name. Some are living destined. I think that you sick, then you get them back. 4 o'clock in the night, to go send out to hospital until in the morning. You send out there and they say you will tell you no material or they will not treat you for that day. So you come to our help when they need your help to save us, please.
So even the machine they made there, they can't even maintain it. Here's the center. Let's play you at least a portion of this video. This is what President Weah did. These are all workings of President Weah.
This center here. This was a center recently streaming from the compound of the JFK Medical Center here in Cinco. The First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, Her Excellency Rampa Marie Weah, is visiting the National Dialysis Center here. This was a center recently dedicated. She has come as mother of the nation to view the center. And so we say thank you so much for following us this morning.
This is the dialysis center. The First Lady went there to go and see it.
Here now is the First Lady of the
Where Katumu Boakai?
She's been visited by
which
a
one
team
the
of
project
doctors,
Katumu Boakai visiting?
Dr. Jerry Brown,
Who Jerry is in from?
Of JFK Medical Center, and the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, Her Excellency Madam Ellen Johnson.
Training Center for the Army Wives, which is the woman sorry to say the woman, but we're a couple after marriage and after.
This dialysis center that was built under President Weah. The First Lady went there to go and just view and also to make other donations there. This is it.
long run, election, all organic substances. Yeah, sure.
I'm seeing you, Abiri. You're seeing what we're talking about. They want an AR video, no AR. And followers, after this show, you're gonna Google on your phone and whatsoever. You say, you're gonna ask questions by yourself. What does it mean? They will give you all the breakdown. They will get. You don't have to play the video. We don't have to play the video again. They will do that. Someone will do their own research. Now, parents, I told you something here. This is the bigger podcast. You like it, you like it or not. People will be jealous whatsoever because I'm saying my radio station. Because radio go all breath of our country. But podcast in the Western world, Spoon can't even match. Spoon can't get whatsoever, but because he have a system for long. He can't match us. You know what they can match us? They don't relay video. They don't debate the real issue. They will spread gibberish. I told about it that last see something, we play video. Anywhere, you know why we are watching different, authentic? Because we relay video. We're not reading from papers to say we're quoting our own fabricating story from outside. No. The debate is easy because we're comparing the 6 years of George Weah to the 15 years, going to 16 years of the Unity Party. If you want Ellen video, then we'll display it. One day we'll come in, we'll tell you Ellen project, then our Ellen project on 5 fingers, on us. She get no project plenty set in the country. We discuss that 12 years, so time, the Joseph Boakai was vice president. Then we compare to George Weah. 4 years, and that's a 4 year because COVID came. Me, I could call it 4 year. You like it or not? COVID destroyed the world.
Oh, yeah,
So we
sure,
compare these. We compare these things that where they can make this platform. Believe me, they will spread gibberish. If you gullible, you won't go listen to a different platform. Like your business, they will read from paper. They will sound for you people. But tell them this not debate. Whosoever ask and say show video. Tell honor that you say let's say no. You say Boakai and Joy, they not do the debate. They will run away from you. They will never come back. They will delete you. Here will show video. Any video you want. Please get over thousands of video keeping in a file compared to the Unity Party. So we will relinquish all this video. Then you will make a comparison. Then you will decide who is better. Now the propaganda Henry Kosada was spraying. They called them power on social media because they knew they got the benefit of the society. Then they spread that gibberish. They give a cheese now. You can never sample our Liberian people anymore. Look at the show in Basel. I think probably don't get time to discuss it. Look at the show they do that 26 show in Basel. Because they never had numbers in Basel, they won't put it in Morovia now. What was Gary Samuel? They won't bring politics in the 1 year. All Liberians celebrating from every background, every tribe whatsoever, they celebrating. Because there was no great showing or in Grand Basel County now. They want other. They didn't do the how you do Judah. Judah 26 like 179 years old. Everybody celebrating. Even you eat your dry red, you will celebrate. But they won't take the July 26 get that project. The project, the July 26 is over now. How you take that project? I know the United Party not thinking. How they will take the July 26 to say that something on that wash. I didn't get it. So nothing, nobody show in Grand Basel. They spent over $1 million there for nothing. Look at the sheep for part in Basel. Let me say that one because that's the place my mother come from. A lot of people know me to be Baselian. Listen, look at the place. Look at they go show one horse. We go to a Jones, that Jones, they show you one horse for the president to go dedicate. That project for the full of coconut say like George Boakai will not dedicate no small project.
So. No
She
small
said
project. Yeah.
no small project.
The president not dedicate no small
I know that guest house you go to dedicate or that city hall or that somewhere they will be having party and they play the presidents of the go. And the superintendent with some executive member of the executive branch, they take because these people don't have nothing to show. Because they wanted to show some 26 project for the president. Please, I noticed something. I think they've been listening to their platform now. Because you remember you will play certain video that every 26 Joel can dedicate something. You remember?
Oh yeah, sure, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that so the followers then listen to, oh, let them 26 come in now, is the Joel or dedicate project every 26 that carry into somewhere.
Okay,
The
let's
high
see
nobody then
if
run
we
into
get it.
Basa. The
Let's
how
get
they don't know when they talking to
we have our
Basa to
brother
dedicate
here.
that thing.
Yeah,
So
we have Chukon here on the line. So let's see if we can get Chukon. Hello, Chukon, welcome. Okay, all right, okay. I get it again. Okay, just check your inbox. All right, so we just give it one few minutes. I think Chukon has something to share with us,
yeah, let
so
him
that
come quick.
he can quickly share with us. But yes, like you're saying, we are seeing projects, right? We are seeing all of these projects. Every time that President we are, celebrates our anniversary, all the time he was there, they are tangible projects. Tangible projects. Let me show you something here. Let me. Some of you think that we are kidding when we say this
We're
thing.
not joking here.
Uh,
Yeah, big
let
girl,
me
yeah.
let me show you something here.
They can make it. They can make the debate. Liberia, they only insult. They do man cause on podium.
Oh
I
yeah, I
don't
know.
say the debate is over. That's just a matter of time. They get nothing to show. The reality.
Able to dedicate an oxygen tank plane in Liberia. Oxygen. Where is it? I was very in front of it.
Security countries for support and protect the population from popular health threats under the global agenda.
Here is it. Let's carry the level. Here is it. The first medical oxygen that you call a tank factory in Liberia. There is it, President. We are at our one of our celebration, a nation celebration, when he dedicated this oxygen tank. Here is it. Look at it. See there? Oxygen.
When they got that jealous group of people. Jealous group of people. Because they want for the men to succeed. Because for a native man to live back in the country. It's all that was all about this. It's not nothing else.
Okay, so let's bring our brother on.
It's not just wanting for him to succeed.
Look at it. Today, instead of dedicating how you call a project, we dedicating cooking boot there around the place. Here is it. Look. See that? These were things that they condemned. He said no. He said we are not doing nothing. Now, Boakai, we're doing something across business now all over the place. See that? So let's bring our brother Chokon. He's with us through audio. Chokon, hello. Hello, Chokon.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
trying to.
all right, okay. Yeah, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I know it's almost about time, but again, we want to say thank you so much for coming on. How are you? How you doing, my brother? What's happy 26 from your end? We stay celebrating the 26. Today is 27, but it's been celebrated today. So happy 26 from your end.
Yeah, happy 27. Yeah.
Sure.
July 27, 2026.
Sure,
This is a cooking 26 anyway.
I know cocaine 26. But my brother, again, welcome. You are back home, and let's hear from you relative to what is going on in Liberia. I'm sorry, we should have shared the link with you ever since, but sometimes technology is challenging. But what is going on? Let's hear from you. Let's give you the next 10 minutes so that we hear from you. You've been, or having a lot of show. You've been giving a lot of information to the people, been very educative too, and pointing out some of the ills that we are experiencing in the country. And today happens to be the official celebration of the Independence Day. Tell us, what is going on? What is happening? What are you seeing? What are you hearing from the issue of the drugs to the celebration to, government own disrespect to the rule of law? Let's hear from you, sir, and welcome again.
So again, let me say, am I clear?
Very loud and clear.
Yeah. So let me say, hats off to all of our followers on Facebook, YouTube, whatever medium they are following. I want to say hi to everyone. Happy July 27. I mean, there are a lot of issues. The entire 26 is kind of complicated because obviously you have people uh, with different opinions. Some, most especially folks from that support the government, who are like benefiting from the national cake. They are in jubilant mood celebrating, while thousands of Liberians are finding it extremely difficult to find food to eat. So that is the kind of situation we find ourselves in. But however the case, the major issue here is the issue about the the drugs, right? The the drugs, the drugs are taking over. The drugs are taking over the entire 26. I think you saw some of the video trending on Facebook where people are like talking about uh, the drugs issue. People are expressing frustration on the manner and form in which government is handling the drugs issue. So to some extent, the drugs saga are taking center stage of the debate, and so it is the government own I way that if the government we responsibility now to handle the drugs issue to enforce problem, because for a national holiday of this kind, where Liberians are celebrating here and abroad, for the drug issue to take center stage of our celebration, I think that is something that the government needs to handle because it is sad. It is sad. Even on the 26th day itself, I mean, these are the Liberians don't easily forgive. I mean, they will want to celebrate no matter the poverty level they're experiencing. They will find a way to, I mean, can have some celebration. But if the drug situation can take center stage, I mean, it's a problem. So the government really need to do something about it.
So my brother Chokon, we'll use the next 10 minutes. I am my brother Jake to ask you some questions. You are on the ground. So the last time we saw the discovery of the understated $19.2 million drug burst, up to now, the government is yet to conclude and give us, any report relative to that. Again, we saw the another, seizure or what we say burst of almost $1 billion drugs. And just this few days, we heard that in Rossville, there was another drugs, huge quantity of drugs that they were able to pull from whatever they call that area. It was a cold storage. But here is the thing. All of these things are happening just, I don't know, one after the other in less than a month, one after the other. And President Boakai declared that he was going to vigorously respond and fight this issue of drugs. And we are seeing all of these things happening with police being involved, by the police director and other big hands being involved. Are you seeing that the government is taking a realistic approach? Are you seeing this that, yeah, it is the government fighting the issue of drugs? This is the reason why we are seeing all of the discovery, that we are seeing in the country. Or what is your take on this?
So I will say this for I know many people may not like my response, and but it is a reality. The government is fighting people who are fighting drugs. With all of the different honor discovery or whatever, calling less figure. I'll give you a case study. The drugs, the quote unquote 317 million. The government gave too many confidence statements. I, I, Information Ministry said 370 million. The Justice Minister said 317 million. The police director could not answer the question. So there is no coordination in the information. So even with all of the figure that he announced, the actual cost of that just is 763.6 million. All right. But let's push back a little bit. The 19 million, the quote unquote 19 million, if you do the math, like I did a video and I said, I'm not a math student, right? I didn't do math in school. Instead to get degree in it, right? I build house, I design house plan, right? But my little math in my school or taught or in my career, we call it trade math, right? Which means common math, what you call elementary math. If you do the calculation, and the quote unquote 370 million, if you do the calculation, you will get to understand that the government lie about the figure with all the different confidence statements coming, or they lie, right? During President Weah regime, 500 and what? 20 kilogram of cocaine were arrested at the Freeport of Monrovia. I hope you get me, Mr. Sherry
Yep.
and John.
Yep.
Yeah. 520 million, let's say 520 kilogram of cocaine were arrested at our Freeport of Monrovia on a way coming to Liberia. The actual cost or the street value of the 520 kilogram of cocaine was wow, 100 million, right?
100 million, yes.
100 million, which was a serious issue in the country. Now, the rescue government that came to fight drugs, that announced to the world that they are here to fight drugs. Guess what? The guys arrested 3,971 kilograms of cocaine. But guess how much they caught him? Let me take it as the highest. They want the I call it thing, the information ministry gave. 370 million. It's still now, it's still not holding any water. So take your calculator, take the 3,971 kilogram of cocaine. Take your calculator. There's just simple math. You don't gotta get PhD in it. There's simple calculation. That elementary thing here we're talking. Plug in your calculator 300 and let's say 3,971 kilogram of cocaine divided by 520 kilogram. Now the 520 kilogram, the cost of the 520 kilogram is what? 100, right? 100 million. If you do the math, 3,971 divided by 500 and what? 20. How much will give you? 7.6. Meaning the drugs that were arrested during President Weah time, it is 7 times, almost 8 times the one that was discovered or that were arrested during Julius Burger time. If you times it times 100, which means the 520 kilogram, right? If you times it times 100, this is the actual cost of the drugs. Just times it times 100. The actual cost of the drugs, it is 763.6 million, almost 764 million US dollars. That's the actual cost of the drugs. That's common. We don't need a debate on that. It is as easy as it can be. You can laugh on math now. You can lie about literature, other subjects, but when it comes to mathematics, it is exact. You don't lie on this. They honor disclose the figure. But trust me, the government is fighting people who are fighting drugs. I use Renaissance for example. Renaissance have been threatened on numerous occasions. Trust me, with the help of God, if Renaissance was in Liberia, man, they have executed him already. Renaissance himself from his mouth, there is not gassy. He said he had been threatened by folks in government. So the guys are not fighting drugs. The guys are fighting people who are exposing the government criminal conduct or trafficking drugs. They are not fighting drugs. They are not fighting drugs because the thing is so sickening. And the only reason these drugs you're hearing about it is because of the involvement of the U.S. government. It is not Joseph Baga people exposing these drugs. To the extent that they're going on these drug scene and the money that they are seeing there, they are even stealing the money. Some of us, we have been targeted. Why? Because we are exposing the government on the issue about drugs. Some people, somebody saw me last and they say, oh, my man, but Joseph Baga, government, they only using laboratory to translate drugs. It's all to bring drugs in our country. So it is a clear indication that there is a government official policy to traffic cocaine in our country, destroy the young people's life. That is a government official policy. Look at their responses. Almost every one of them on Facebook, they are insulting people who are exposing and joining them in this fight. They are go to the more every one of them. Immediately you talk about the jobs, they go after your man, they go after your power, they threaten your life. So you don't need rocket scientist with sheriff to come and say, oh, well, the government fighting drugs. No, the government are fighting people who are fighting drugs. That is the actual story there.
Okay, so let me ask you another. Let me ask you because probably we don't have much time. Let me ask you another question. Thank you for your show. You're getting a lot of waves all around the world. A lot of people getting great followers. Continue your halfway, you're not an easy way. But I want to ask you something important. The followers will know. Because the United Party during George Weah time, they used to talk about the bread and butter issue, bread and butter issue, bread and butter, the purchasing power, all our daily things and we buy whatsoever, electricity, rent, all these things and the bread and butter issue. How the purchasing power now in the country, the rate that market, how the people in the country, the purchasing power, the bread and butter issue they're talking about. They don't hardly talk about the bread. You don't hear them talking about the bread and butter issue anymore. Because they were all way on job where concerning the bread and butter issue, all these things are in the country. Apart from that leader Josa, how you look at the country now, the economic policy, all these things here, how you look at it now concerning the purchasing power, everything.
So there is a thing, right? The government have been defeated and they have admitted to the defeat. Look, Liberians are struggling even more than the war days.
Wow.
I'll tell you this. Liberians are struggling far worse than the war days. And that is the reason why the government have acknowledged that they are failed. How? Do you know the president made a reckless statement that the so-called bread and butter issue? Have you followed that statement the president issued? The president said Liberian put their so-called bread and butter issue. He made that statement. You need to check it out, Detroit. You need to check it out. That was an admission from the president that they are failed on the quote unquote bread and butter. Because the president said, oh, they people go around bread and butter issue. Their so-called bread and butter issue, they don't want to get out to develop. The president admitted that was a confirmation that they are drastically failed the Liberian people on the bread and butter issue. Look at their different responses. The entire information ministry. And when you speak about hardship, they insult you. I mean, sometimes for me, I don't like to probably be the judge of this revelation. I have challenged the government on numerous occasions that if you think the government doing well, take the EFBC camera people to the market. Huh? Don't take it from me. Don't ask me because obviously I will tell you the fact, right? When last you saw EFBC going live, go in the market, go to the market and go put microphone to people more. If they do it, they will lose their job. If they do it, they will lose their job. I give you one. Let me give you one story. It was so comical, right? I went at a forum on Kerry Street, and these guys, I think the president, I think it was on the Sonar message, and the EFBC guy there, they went there and they tried to sample some view. That's how I just bust into them. The thing I'm telling you, just for less than 2 minute interview, the guys were suspended because they are looking for people who will be clapping for the government. When they will put it, they will send a foreman to you when you're dealing with the government. It was so embarrassing. They cannot leave on Kerry Street to go. So You can maximum. You can lecture people about the hunger that they are experiencing. I mean, there are certain things you can lecture somebody because I'm the one experiencing the hardship. So to lecture me that I'm not hungry when I don't want feeling the hunger, it's a joke.
So what?
The
What I
government,
want,
the
I see.
government,
Go ahead, quick.
the government are failed on the issue about the bread and butter issue. That is the reason why they are resolved to insult. And one of the ways you can notice that is that for them to tell you, like you and somebody is supposed to go into a fist fight, there are rules available. And the man, why the fire have not even started, the man tell you say, "Oh, go to the fire or you ride or bust your head." Even though I'm not supposed to you ride or use my hand, but I will bust your head. The guy, some of them that passing around. When you say when the librarian say, okay, say your fee, your wicked, you're breaking down all houses, then you're doing all the wickedness, or you're stealing, the hash too much, you're selling draw 20 not coming. Do you know how they respond to them? We will cheat you. We will cheat. You know, we will
But
cheat. So
they're winning the propaganda war in the country.
what
They Liberia
how
convinced.
convinced about what?
You
Because
know,
what is called
you remember
propaganda?
during George Reacton, they spread all that propaganda. They want to war on the propaganda during George Reacton. Well, I know they empowered now. They get all the media, most of the media under that belt now. They get a lot of people. The only thing we're not seeing, the only thing they're not really winning on the social media because they're not coming, because they will not show nothing. But within Liberia, are they winning the propaganda war? Liberia say 40 for the last.
My brother, these guys, I tell you this. Boakai government official can't even risk their life to come in the public. Let me tell you this. When it got propaganda, somebody won't create propaganda. I beg you. Yeah. Look, the guys are so confined. Everyone then go to one bar, for example, if they want to entertain themselves. Everyone they got specific area that they go. It's not a job where government official and then where you go, so you see them, you cancel, you see them, because they have nothing to fear. These guys are so afraid for their life to the extent that everyone then go one place. You don't find them going around because of fear of their life. What got propaganda? People can't find food to eat. Say propaganda. The government lie is the government lie to the extent that almost everybody in the country is convinced. They are convinced that these people are a bunch of criminals. They are all liars.
Wow. Okay, another
They
one.
lie.
Another one is your own industry. Two things you like, you always flagging that I like because they lie on. First of all, address it before you go to your own industry, before you go to the motorcycle list. How about the garbage system? I remember everywhere they say, oh, Jefferson Coach, you can clean the city. When Ellen came or Ellen said there's a filthy and dirty city. I travel all around the bash Ellen. As we talking now, before they independent in 27, how the garbage system, how the dirtiness of the country, Morovia.
The country is extremely dirty. You
Wow.
know, for me, I one person I'm believing in I lies, right? When I tell you the city is dirty, I do video and I post it.
Yeah, I
I
know
know some
that.
people can say, "Oh, my man, you can be racing online. My man, we can be dealing with your comment. We can see some error there. We can want to attack you. I say you welcome." I mean, because to lie in government is difficult. I give
Yes.
you a classic example. If government say, let's take for example, government, if the government announcer, all of the people in Douala, the government get each person $5,000. If the government announces that they don't got money, the protest will start in Douala before the information reach to other communities. Most especially when the government lie on the people there that they get them money. Nobody, no police or government official will pass through Douala. They will hold you will get that money. It is difficult to lie in government. For example, if you say like to I call it thing Douala, the people, the citizens themselves will be the one announcing it. Not government will go say we put let no. They say it themselves because we are Liberians. We want good. And like the lie they told you, they say, oh, the Solomon border issue have been resolved. That other misinformation minister calling and said Jeremiah Pierre. The people that left Facebook, Katumu Braga were carrying bathtub to
Yeah.
JFK. They put it on Facebook. Come on, baby top. Baby top. La cause that 24 years, they will put a picture on it, she go give it to jail because they went on Facebook. Now they pull out issue, they pull settle Facebook, and tell the whole day. And they continue to, that's why, and this is dangerous. If the citizens have concluded that the government is a criminal government and they can lie, you find it extremely difficult. Even when you are saying the truth, they will not believe it. That is the current situation of the country. That is the current situation of the country.
How about your we don't have too much. How about your industry? They pimping rather all these people, they trust all these people they how they left now, they feel it, they still feeling the difficulty more than before.
Yeah, the guys are feeling extremely. Look, they have even increased. They have increased because almost everybody that government is dismissing, almost everybody that lost their job, they coming on a motorcycle fee. You know, it is a fee. It's almost like the last hope of Liberians, right? When you lose your job, whether you're a mechanic, no matter your career, no matter your education, when you lost your job, the only alternative that you have is motorcycle riding because the family got to eat. The children to the heart, they don't care about your PhD that you get. As far as they concern, they must eat.
Yeah.
So the motorcycle riding people continue to pull to the motorcycle sector, not because they want to ride, but because the government are still misready to provide jobs for the young people. So educated people from diverse background, the only alternative they have now is to either ride keke or motorbike. And sadly, the government collected millions of dollars from our people. And up to now, they are still suppressing things. They are still brutalizing motorcycles. What put me on just going stand to Paranve Junior and put 3 there. These guys will arrest up to 30, 35 keke. Even if your document can be correct, you can even put your medical result on that document. That $1,000 when you not pay, you get to your keke from there. The guys are being
Okay.
suppressed.
Okay. How much for now? How much for like one Bajaj now, new Bajaj to get in the
Around
industry
900.
like those that is sacked from when I have nothing. It's okay. Let me my money, let me buy something now to start my son in the Bajaj bank, all these things in now. How much for one Bajaj, the TV, the TJV, all these one in now?
So it ranges from 850 to 1,200. It ranges
Bajaj go to
traffic block.
1,000 now?
Yeah. They
You
got from
joking me?
1,000, 1,200. Yeah, oh
But
yeah.
that was the highest I remember used to be because I bought a Bajaj before in that we
Yeah.
had Johnson for $750 to $800. You say go to 1,000 now?
It gone to 1,000. So the guys are paying. Let's give you a class. Another. The guys are increased taxes, right? The guys are paying something around 12 to 15,000 to free one continue. Right now they are paying around 30, 35,000. That will pay the money. People are not running NGO. They got all kind of funny taxes. You go there, they all when you gotta pay them, when you gotta pay them, when you gotta, and all the different bureaucrats and unnecessary taxes these people are paying. These people are not running NGO. At the end of the day, we with the end user are the victim. We become the victim because when I'm paying all that funny money to Freeport and to the government library, when you put it in the store, your pocket gotta be strong to take that money from there.
Okay, my last
Yeah.
question. My last question. What's the rate now as we speak on the platform? How much
The
$1
rate
now? How much one US dollar to Liberian dollar now?
is around 900.
So since that time it come down to 70.
No, 900, 900.
Okay.
Thank you, my brother Joe. I just have two questions and then we can call this a day. So, thank you so much. Most of your videos, we follow it and they actually help to inform us relative to, informing our people in the diaspora. Uh, this issue that we are talking about, I mean, the drug issue that have now taken over the entire nation. Do you see a hope? I mean, from you are on the ground, from as far as the security sector is coordinating. From what we gather from the government, they say there is a joint security. Even though we found out that there are people who even in the joint security that are already compromised. But you that is on the ground, I mean, talking to people, do they see a hope? I mean, is there a light beyond the thunder of what is going on, that people have the hope that yes, this drugs issue is going to be kind of like eradicated from the way government is approaching it, if they are realistic, if they are sincere.
So, with Sherry and Dijo, let me tell you this. You see, it's a difficult thing for people to predict you as a human being. I say this to me that if somebody just see you and say maybe in a conversation in your absence, right? Probably I and my friends having conversation. And somebody came and say, "Oh, my man, that praise God, my man. I want that man on my team, man. I want that guy can. I guess I want a radio program. Take for example, you're a plumber, right? And somebody predict, and somebody maybe they're having that kind of conversation. My man, I want somebody to repair my bathroom. And somebody speak about you and say, "Oh, my man, I got one of my boy they call Prince." And right in that identical a cycle, maybe or 10 to 15%, and 7 to 8% that's the moment, don't waste your time. You get that man money, you will eat it. When people are predicting, and if people are practically drawing your life, and say this is the prince. If you ever thought that the prince is blue, he is actually green. And this and when these revelations are repeatedly shared over and over, you are not living. You are dead. You only got probably air coming through your nursery. That is the kill with the government. The entire country have concluded that it is a government official policy to sell drugs. Nobody wasting their time lighting it on Facebook. Oh, we fighting drugs. The reason why the government, the reason why you seeing a job, now the government fighting drugs. Huh? But you forgetting that the people going other people are fighting drugs. When they see again coming in Liberia now in America, all that they doing in America, God forbid, when they see us say it repeated over and over. Some of us that are here, who are discussing the drug issue, who gotta be looking all I should know. You say people fighting drugs? You say people fighting drugs? How many percent are these people not threatening? Okay, lead the issue, lead the personal inboxes messages. Go on Facebook. I beg you. Look at the different responses. How can somebody be sick? And you come from your community, Papa, you say I can't help you. Then the man I can't help you say you won't kill the man. I can't help you. So what kind of logic is that? The government agreed that the drug issue is an emergency issue that Liberia, everyone of us should count on the deck to fight the drug issue. If you talk about fighting the drug, what they can do? They threaten your life. They go on Facebook, they insult you. They even major ministry. What they say about the Zana Kumi, for example. What they say about Kumi, when Kumi said he will invite his international friends to come to Liberia, the even major ministry told whole day to cause Kumi. You say the people fighting drugs? These people are fighting people who are fighting, they are fighting against people who are fighting drugs. Any attempt to expose the government, they will go after you. It is a government official policy to sell cocaine to destroy the young people of our country's life. Look, one of the things that can really break my heart is that with Sherry and Deidre, I got my children here. Like some of you out there, your family members are here. Most of the government officials, most of the people that are involved with drug trafficking, their kids are not here.
Yeah,
People that they
exactly.
really consider their blood family, they are not here.
Mm-hmm.
And the issue about drugs, no parent will take drugs and say they will give it to their child to take it. Most of the young people you find in the streets, they were our friends. We all attended the same school together. They were loving and caring kids. Their families took them so dearly. Today, their families see them, they walk in shame. They walk in shame. Some of them, the emotional trauma can be so hard to some of them can die from frustration and depression. Do you know what I mean? To support your child and that child reach up to 20, 30 years and that child tend to zogo. It pains some of us a lot because we got our family, we got our kids here. They just equipping to our doorsteps on a daily basis. You find young people, hey man, I will do a video. I will do that. I know they will cross me, they will see all kind of things about me. I will show you the number of young people that are dying from drugs. Probably, I will do that documentary and post it. I got some of my classmates, I talk about people, they were there myself, sat down in class together. The guys have been damaged with drugs. And you find people in government that supposed to be protecting our country are the ones selling drugs, selling cocaine. It is sad. It is sad. And they can get so irritated immediately you talk about drugs, they're going after you. Don't let these people lecture you that they are fighting drugs. These people are fighting people who are exposing the drug cartel. They are protecting the just people.
And
Listen to the EPA boss. The
sure.
EPA boss responded to the video that is circulating on Facebook. Even though they are sorry here on Facebook calling it AR, the NSA director confirmed that the video is legit, it's authentic. That real human being at all, they threaten the president's son. That real human being threatening the country. The EPS boss acknowledge that the video is real. But they're sorry they will cost your money, they will cost your power because it is a cocaine that they're getting the money from. So they will do anything to protect it.
They're going after the EPS boss.
Um,
They're going after the
hello?
EPS.
Yeah. So there was this question I want to ask you, my brother Choku. With all of this that is going on, before even this drug issue, one of the major issue we had in Liberia was this government official that went on a raping spree and a sodomizing spree. We saw what happened at the Ministry of Youth and Sports with J. Brian McGill when he raped a 14 years old girl. And at the end of the day, the Liberia National Police gave him certificate and said, "My man, go, you free man." I don't know whether the police can adjudicate that particular area, that particular case. We also saw what happened with Peter Bonjala when he sodomized a 15 years old boy and grabbed that boy on the beach and left him to die. Before this drugs issue, there were so many rapes all around the place and sodomizing our children and etc. The two cases that really caught us is this issue of the little girl and that of the Peter Bonjala sodomization case. Where are we now when it comes to that particular case? Because the last time they collected Peter Bonjala, they carried him to jail. Is the Ministry of Gender, are they really raising concern? Are they really still looking at it? Or they are just close their eyes on this and then everybody tell us about this.
Now, two ministries are practically, I call it dysfunctional. There are two ministries that are practically, they are just existing on paper, but in reality, they are not existing. The first ministry is the Ministry of Transport. That one part in broad daylight, it was sold to Lebanese people. Do you know that? The next ministry is the Ministry of Gender. That one part, it is from their action, from their conduct, it's like they are there to protect rapists. During the regime of the excellency that the George Manawiya regime, we had the Ministry of Gender and Social Protection, the Gender Ministry. They used to give update on these issues, right? How many rape cases, and country to country. They need to give the proper update and our international partner. When last you saw the people reporting, because the cases are overwhelmed them to the extent that they are even and do you know the sad thing about it? Like doing the job we are done, it was citizen versus citizen involved with crimes, raping crimes of this, and the rest of them. For this government, the government that should be protecting the citizens are the one involved with sodomization and raping of our children. It is that. And so who the citizens are going to run to? And the two children fighting, maybe one B man B or son, and the sons want to run home to go get complaint to the party, but you see the man beat me. But if the power is the one beating you, who are you going to carry your complaint to? That is the case of our country. The government that should be protecting citizens, right, are the one fully involved with raping our boys and girls' children. It is sad. Don't waste your time. The general ministry is not functional. They are only there on paper, and the net function is to protect raping. Look at Peter Bonjala. He's awesome. He's not in jail. The first time for somebody to rape, he's off. He's out. He's not in jail. It's the same thing with the cocaine. They went at the airport and saw the cocaine there. They said, "Well, you finish here. Our bottom money, y'all gotta get it before we let it go." It took a courageous young man who exposed that cocaine. You think that when you think that government get that cooking or going on that they were at the airport, you think that government that it was something that the government was inspecting. That cooking was brought back because somebody wanted to steal the cargo money, the actual weight. Somebody wanted to see that small penny. And that's a fashion king. I remember, so you eat the elephant put on this small for to eat again. You say no. That's how. And the investigation they are doing, who are they investigating? The people that stop the cooking from going. Are the people they investigating? Are they investigating? Have the government bank? Are the government told the laboratory how that cooking into our country? Eh? Have they told you that? And they want to lecture you. Eh? They want to lecture us. So the issue about general ministry is dead. These guys are only there to protect the government officials that are involved with raping our boys and girls' children. I am on this note, Mr. Sherry.
Yes, sir.
Somebody said the government is working, that's why the cocaine business is being exposed. Hey, man. Sometimes I don't get the guy's logic. When you speak, they say you are rude, you are not respectful. But to be honest, the guys are senseless. I know it can sound so harsh, but they don't make sense in their debates. I turn my house over to you. I give you, I say, Mr. Sherry, you are in charge. I pay you with hundreds of dollars. I say, the entire house. I get everything inside. Make sure that the house is protected. Chief, if that house is turned over to you and I'm paying you with hundreds of dollars, I'm paying you, I'm owing you. And criminal enter that house, collected all my bail, my camo, everything, and carry way, maybe Broadway. And somebody that don't know me at all, catch that criminal with no goose, or catch that criminal with my items. And report that to the police and say they man stole the thing from somewhere. And all even with my security, got that info that somebody enter your hall, the thing they stole from there that year. So my security that I pay with my money now come now tell even on me say, see, ain't see how I working. You working hard, my things left my heart. For criminal to go bust my horn and carry it. Then you lecture me that you working. That is the kill with the cocaine business. How you will tell me you working the cocaine in the country? What we should be celebrating the work is to stop the cocaine from entering our country. You got more than 5 billion worth of cocaine in our country. Then you say you're working. What's the logic? What's the logic? You should be stopping crime from carrying. And I mean, I'm now a security man, and I'm gonna pretend to be one. But every good security man, the best method is to prevent crime. Now don't come here and say you want to investigate crime. No. The easier means to have a proper protection is to prevent the crime, because sometimes the crime comes with casualty, it comes with too many damages. How can you allow cocaine to put your country the authority? But then you lecture him and say you're working, why you seeing the cocaine? The cocaine is what you can. And our young people are dying from drugs every day, and you want to lecture serious man, young men like some of us and say, oh, the government working. That argument is faulty.
It's true.
No sense.
That ugly argument, that baseless, that is still that thing that the propaganda they don't spread. That the same thing they will be doing, that propaganda. You can, as you said, you got to prevent it from coming in. That's true.
Sure.
Got to
My
prevent
brother
it.
Jake, let's get your parting comments, please.
No, we're going a lot now, so no special party comment. I want to tell the followers, thank you for sharing our video. The debate is on. We will never relent. We're not giving up. The march is on. The debate is on. The 2029. They will not silence us. Let me tell you, Choko, I see they say the witch hunting. Yeah, I know the witch hunt. But I will tell you something here. If the witch hunting that Nene all will be flagged here, we live in a digital world. We're having social media to our fingertip. A billionaire sacrifice almost $50 billion, Chukun. Elon Musk sacrifice $50 billion for free speech. The Twitter account where you see before, they used to silence it. But because he wanted people's voice to be silenced, to not silence people's voice around the world, he imagined many individuals spend his own money. So you can, for example, to tell you, if the Boakai administration feel it's smart, if they go against free speech, where Jones will never go again. They get said they will make that nobody will come in the country, nobody will invest. We cut it like all that video there. Chogon was saying something here before I close. Chogon, you don't say, I know you're in Morovia. They do not get delegate by the CDC. We probably can say the CDC, we are silent so. We don't, nobody will be taking pamphlet and used to be running to Congress. No, nobody will know George will move. Nobody will know the inner circle of the president is sorry can move. People working with different angle. We nearly the unity. If you look at the real thing, you say, but what happened to the unity party? Why say they had a connection? The people have been blackballed. Chokon, they will never get nothing tangible in our country. They not get delegate by all. They don't know the connection power. So Chokon, don't you not waste your time. They will never. They wish one they will crumble their own government.
Thank you so much, my brother Jake. And let me just use this occasion to extend our thanks and appreciation to our brother Choka. Sometimes to admit when I see these videos, just by watching the video, sometimes it creeps my skin. To admit, I must say this for you, because I know how the system is very cruel. I know how these guys will do everything to be able to silence the voice of critical people, even if it costs for them to unalive people. Concerned, but want to say thank you for braving the storm, for continuing to do what you are doing. It's not something that is easy. What you are
Yes.
doing is not for the faint-hearted. It's not for people who, are not patriotic. I want to say thank you so much, and I want to use this time to thank all of our people for the many, support that you continue to give. My people, this drug issue, we should not keep quiet on it, and that's why we'll continue to talk. Again, I want to say welcome to the European delegation. They have entered the US for the CDC convention. The convention will be from the 29th to the 2nd of August. It's going to be a wonderful time. So John Honor the Palava Hut will be bringing you all of the program. And the good thing, we are blessed with the presence of His Excellency President Dr. George Mani Weah at the convention. So it's going to be a wonderful time. So again, I want to say thanks to all of you. Says Dorothy, bless you. Happy to see you, Mama. It's been a while. Josephine Sewan, thank you so much. I mean, all of you, Sia Fire, thank you so much watching us from all the way there, Lufa County. Our brother Pastor, we're watching us there from Grand Kipman County. Morris watching us there from all the way Bapulu. All of you, who are watching us, I want to say thank you so much. So until we meet again tomorrow on another topic, I want to say God bless you all and happy belated and happy 27 because we're celebrating it today. So happy 27. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
God bless this.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.